everybody. Welcome to a special episode of our weekly Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition online role-playing adventures. We record and upload our sessions every week and live stream them. You can keep up with our adventures on my YouTube channel as well as weekly session write-ups on my site at roguewatson.com. I am Eric Watson, your once again temporary on-again Dungeon Master, and you can follow me on Twitter at RogueWatson. I am joined by some amazing players whom you may recognize from our previous one-shot adventures, and players if you've been following our weekly adventures. Chris, playing Filker the Gnome Druid. Hello, Chris.
Hello, Eric.
Raymond, playing Falafel the Half-Elf Bard. Hello, Raymond.
Hi.
Heather, playing Scarlet O'Fair the Human Paladin. Hello, Heather.
Hello.
Rochelle, playing Zinli the Gnome Rogue. Hello, Rochelle.
Hello.
And Reese, playing Gramask the Half-Orc Barbarian. Hello, Reese.
Hello.
We use Roll20.net for our campaign, Skype for video sharing, and for recording I use Open Broadcaster software. Now, we're doing this special one-shot adventure because I have always wanted to do a spooky horror-themed adventure around Halloween. And since I'm not currently DMing our big campaign this year, Storm King's Thunder, watch every Friday night at 10 Eastern, 9 Central. This year, I had a great opportunity to take our group on a lovely little stroll of terror. Now, if you've caught our previous one-shot adventures, you will recognize most of these characters. 3 of them come from the Den of the Rotten Kings session, which I DM'd this last summer, while Gramask joins us from the Shadow of the Wild, which Chris DM'd last year, while Zinli is an all-new creation just for this session. You can think of this team as the street-level defenders to the A-list Avengers of our D&D cinematic universe. So, let us jump into the haunt. Highly recommend everybody turning your volume up to max for this experience, by the way.
Oh, God. I definitely don't want to do that
There will
now.
be sounds. That is a subtle warning that I will be using sound effects as well.
Are there jump scares in this campaign?
What to
Not
expect?
if he doesn't want to sleep on the couch.
The High Captains of Luskan were pleased with the defeat of King Sketch and the rout of the Rotten Kings gang. Scarlet, Falafel, and Filker, you all had barely any time to celebrate your local fame and fortune when the city came under attack by a raiding party of frost giants from the sea. You all helped pitch in to repel the sudden attack, which was ultimately thwarted by the city's wizards. During the chaos, you met fellow adventurers Gramask and Zinli, and you all banded together to help the people in need and clean up the town's shattered docks. One of the wizards, Erebeth, a member of the Arcane Brotherhood and ruler of the South Tower, was so impressed with your work ethic and willingness to help the town that she granted you all a rare audience to meet with her. The powerful
I
young...
just tell y'all that Avonder just favors the bold, and y'all should just keep on listening to that.
I did like that character. The powerful young sorceress revealed to you all that she had recently discovered a subtle but powerful magic emanating from a rarely traveled area between the Mirror River and Neverwinter Wood, east of Luskan. Her research shows a small town used to be there long ago, as a defensive outpost against orcish invasions. As far as anyone's aware, there isn't anything left out there. She sent an adventuring party to investigate a 10-day ago, but they never returned. She asked that you check it out. It's like one of those children's books where it has like the picture and you press the buttons. I just realized that's what I did. She sent an adventuring party to investigate a 10-day ago, but they never returned. She asked that you check it out, and she'll reward you for bringing back any magical artifacts you discover. You all gather your supplies in town, which hopefully you've already done, and set off east, crossing the river, and eventually heading toward Neverwinter Wood. Erebus' map was vague, and after the second night, you all become lost in the woods. When you search for a place to camp for the night, an eerie glow in the distance catches your attention. You head that direction and discover an old, run-down mansion, oddly out of place, nestled in the woods. A light flickers in an upstairs window, while you hear the distant crash of thunder.
Do it again. Press here.
I might have oversold the thunder. Signaling a lightning storm. The air
Is this the
grows.
part of the movie where we start yelling if the teenagers don't go in the house?
Just go home.
That's the reoccurring thing. The reoccurring theme. The air grows thicker as you approach the mansion, and you feel a foreboding weight settle upon your shoulders. And
I
you'll be in the,
I don't know about this, guys.
the lower right.
I don't like leaving the sewers for this long anyway.
It's kind of damp and dark out here. It might be quite sewers-like.
It's a nice humidity, I guess.
Oh
Don't
god, I have
worry,
to get back
come
into
up with a
this.
song about sewers just for occasions like this.
A
Like
song
to hear
about
it.
sewers.
Yeah.
That's
Would you like to
great.
hear it?
Absolutely.
Teenage Mutant Ninja
I know those guys.
That sort of is a song about sewers, isn't it?
Oh man.
You guys are have followed the road here to the steps leading up to the entryway, and the light is still on upstairs, which is what you guys can see right here.
So the light on is on the. You see it on the second story.
Correct. Yeah, there's a second story window with the light coming through, which is what this is right here.
Okay.
Well, isn't this just the luckiest coincidence? We found this nice little house here that they have a light on. They're just going to give us the best little shelter we could ever ask for.
Yes, seems a little spooky to me.
Before you are a
It'll
set of
be all right.
Before you are a set of steps that lead to the high archways that govern the entryway into the mansion proper. A large set of dark oak double doors sit patiently closed, awaiting your advance. As you look at the door, you notice there's a little kind of window on the side, and you can see two tiny crystal blue eyes peering at you from behind the window. And as soon as each of one of you notices them, the eyes almost just blink, and then you don't see anything else in the window.
I think they saw us. I don't want to go in there, but so is this where we think the adventurers were going that got sent out, or does this seem to be
You are.
like, did we just happen upon this place?
You happened upon this place, but you are in that area, so you could certainly put two and two together.
Okay, so this does seem like a solid lead for that. All right.
Yeah.
I could go crawl up and look in that window and see what's in the second story before we go in. If that sounds like a good idea.
Bless your heart, aren't you just the friendliest little thing?
Thanks. Okay. And just mandibles just jut out of his jaw.
So excited to transform.
Yep. Mandibles jut out of his jaw, legs pop out of his torso, and he shrinks down to, well, let's go with the spider. Turns into a spider. That's gonna climb speed.
Okay.
Could you remind us what your guy does?
He turns into sewer creatures. Is what he does. He lives in the sewer with the sewer creatures, and he talks to them and he turns into them.
It's filthy. It's a large
And-
creature, is that it?
And he's, I don't. Well,
Or is it a
that's a good
medium?
question. I thought it was a medium. It's a giant wolf spider.
I'm gonna say medium. It'll be easier to work with.
It's a medium. Yeah.
A spider!
There we go.
Alright, you should be able to control said spider.
Yeah. Although the vision of him just disappeared.
Sorry. Does a spider have dark vision? Or do you retain your dark vision? Probably should.
Spider has dark vision 60 feet, blind sight 10 feet.
Okay. Does that work now?
It does.
Alright.
Spider also has a +7 to stealth. So he's going to attempt to stealthily crawl up the wall and peek in that second-story window.
Okay.
Oh, that takes me to the... Should I just roll mine? I'll just roll d20 plus 7. I guess, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Excellent
That was
work.
terrible.
Thump, 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 thump.
Yep. The spider clambers up the side of the building.
Honey, you're going to want to be a little bit quieter than that as you're going up there.
She shouts at you.
Spider turns and hisses at you.
The spider hisses. Spider has a tongue. Holy shit. You climb up there, and the second you reach a vantage point to look in the window, all the lights shut off.
Oh dear. Do I
And
see
it is
any...
pure darkness.
Oh, I just can't see anything at all, huh?
Let me try.
Yeah, you try.
I have dark vision.
Well, so does the spider.
Where's this window?
It's above the doorway. It's like a
The
second
first floor window?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's just by the door.
Mm.
You peer in there and you just see total darkness. Well, you can in the first floor window you see let's see what yours is like dim vision. You see what looks like just a darkened entryway, and from your point of view you see what looks like a large kind of freaky gothic demonic statue in a corner. But it looks like a large entryway that kind of leads acts as the entrance to the house.
All right, guys, I have a crazy idea. Why don't we just knock on the door?
The spider hisses again.
That sounds like
but then nods up.
excellent idea.
All right, Zinli's going to go up and knock on the door.
Scarlet, in the meantime, is flailing around because she sees nothing. Like, literally nothing.
Yeah, I
Just
think
calling
literally
out.
everybody else has dark vision, so you might need to light a torch or something. But that light went out, so you can't see anything.
She's looking. Hey, y'all around here? Where'd y'all go? Hello?
She hears the...
Yes, we are around here.
Yeah.
The spider will crawl back to Scarlet and offer a mandible.
Oh God, that's so terrifying.
Mandible.
Come with me, not a mandible, a leg.
Here. Grab
It's
onto
better?
my eating parts.
Hey, stop barking.
The giant spider will reassure you in the darkness. You knock on the door and you hear it just revert, and you do kind of a light. You're a gnome, so you do a pretty light little knock on there, and it just sounds like booming echoes throughout the entire house, just and the doors regard you silently.
If anyone was there and wanted us in, they would let us in by now.
I'm guessing, is this Halloween? What season is this?
Is there a D&D?
Are you going to call trick or treat?
I was gonna sing Christmas carols, being a bard and all. But
Sing Halloween carols.
Would you be the kind of
Yeah.
bard that would just sing carols any time of year?
that's true.
Is
Alright,
the door
guys.
locked?
Take my lead. We're gonna start singing carols.
Ramoski, you reach out
Jesus.
and
Opening
and,
doors to
and
carols.
twist the knob, but it does appear to be stuck fast.
Mmm.
And you actually grip it with a lot of your strength and pull it, and you are humbled to see that the doors do not budge an inch.
That little glass.
Ramoska's emasculated.
Roll a
going
charisma
home.
saving.
You said there's a window that looks into this room. Is it part of the door or is it to the side?
It's a little side window.
All right, the spider's going to go up and tap on the window and then look up at Gramask and just tap on the window. As if to say,
Meanwhile,
break
I'm
this window.
literally just flailing about out here.
Gramask will regard the spider and break the window with his maul. Very daintily, though.
You actually have a sound effect for that.
Okay.
You do shatter that window,
Careful,
but it is like one of those view little rectangle windows. Like as if somebody inside could use that just for looking out to see like who is there. It's not like a full person size window.
Oh, I chose the wrong druid shape then. My centipede was able to get in there. My spider cannot.
So I'm kind of tired of flailing about, so I'm going to go ahead and light a torch.
Okay.
I'm fairly certain I might have run into a couple trees.
You didn't take the spider's hand when he tried to guide you?
No.
I feel like he shouldn't stab you. That's what I would have done.
Maybe got like a major. Well, I mean, does it feel like it's locked or does it feel like it's stuck?
It feels
Can we
like
tell?
this door is just not operating at all.
Mm.
Like it may as well just be a wall.
Can I just
Interesting.
whack it?
You sure can.
There we go. Let's just see what happens.
Whack that wall. You strike at the wood of the wall, and it mostly just reverberates up your arm and feels painful, like you just struck just a solid surface. The
Definitely not a good idea.
the door glares at you bemused.
Can I try to strike out with my maul?
Yep.
It's an unmoving door.
Pretty much the same effect. You feel it just with both arms, just like a. It's just like you just bounced off a solid block of stone or iron or something.
Meanwhile, I would like to look around for another opening.
Yeah, let's do some recon work.
Yeah.
We're
As
going to spend
soon-
2 hours
as
just trying to
soon-
get inside.
As soon as you guys begin walking away, you hear. And you turn around to see the door opens.
Door open.
I did it with my maul.
Good job.
All
Uh,
right.
The entry foyer
Hello?
has a large open space with a floor of black marble. 2 imposing-looking demonic statues stand either side of the foyer, as if motionlessly keeping watch over the empty room. They stand on either side of this entryway, with steps leading further into the building.
How tall is this room?
Normal room height.
It's like 10 feet or so, maybe.
That's, yeah, probably a good guess.
All right. Spider just immediately climbs up on the ceiling and hangs out there.
Seems like something a spider would do.
Hello?
It's more comfortable on the ceiling.
Scarlet's going to just continuously keep yelling, hello? Anyone there? We saw you in the window.
No one
let's-
answers your call.
Let's climb over one of these statues and look down at it and see what it looks like.
Okay. It looks like a pretty scary looking statue. It is staring straight. It's basically staring across the room at the other statue. But it is like the shape of a giant winged demon creature.
Okay. I don't have anything to test if this is some sort of trap or not.
I've got divine sense.
Can I crawl down on top of the statue's head and just wave one of my legs in front of its eyes?
Yeah.
I'd like to do that.
Okay. You climb down on top of the statue. You put a leg down like gingerly in front of the eyes, and you feel as your leg passes over the front of the eyes as if you just passed over a mystical tripwire, and immediately both of the gargoyles' eyes light up in a with a red light, and
shit.
they spring to life and immediately turn towards you. And I need everyone to roll for initiative, please. Let me open this.
Damn it, Chris.
Turn.
I had to know.
I have a negative 1-2 initiative.
I have a +2, and I rolled a 2.
I can't roll initiative if my
Oh, whoops! It's
character
spring.
token is not.
Oh yeah, I didn't set that up, did I?
Yeah, the spider doesn't actually have a character sheet. I don't think so.
You know what? I didn't give you any character sheets for your things. I just gave you tokens. Shh. I can fix this.
You can just add. I can just roll a. You know.
Give me 1 second. Because I can just give you this character sheet because I'm not going to use it.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Alright, should be in your journal.
There we go.
You can just use that. We'll just do average hit points. Make it easier. I got combat music too.
It's still the token is not associated with the character sheet. It says. Let me actually roll initiative.
Fine. Giant wolf spider. Alright, now try.
There we go.
Alright, I did forget that step. Apologies. Stupid druid and your stupid wild chiefs. Falafel, you react first when you see these statues seemingly animate.
He towards the closest one will say, "What kind of fake statue is this? I'm sure these are all just Halloween tricks. Just little projectors or little balloon air things that just move like the Flappy Man or whatever."
I know your tricks, Flappy Man.
You're just a blow up thing to scare us away.
Oh no, you're actually viciously mocking them.
I
Which one are you directing at? The nearest one?
am the closest one to me. Yep, that one.
It glowers at you dubiously.
He says, "Uh-oh," and he backs up a little bit.
And it seems quite irritated at your attempts to viciously deride its beautiful exterior. And it flies down in one horrific motion and attacks you, Falafel.
Ah! Not, don't go for the throat. Not the throat.
With a claw swipe
Oh dear.
Beautiful voice.
and lunges in with a bite. God.
God damn.
Max damage both times.
Twice.
This is starting off well. Alright,
I have something.
Spider, you are in the other gargoyle's face, so it will attack.
Yeah.
It will attack you, obviously.
Come on. I'm done.
Dear Lord. Is this actually rolling the dice, or is it just putting 6?
22 for
Right.
3, and 12 for 8.
Ow.
Alright. Oh, wait. No, that's it. 11 is exactly how many hit points
destroys
the
your
spider
spider.
has. The spider form just melts away.
To be replaced by Filker, who's now basically standing on the pedestal right face to face with this gargoyle. I'm gonna move you to the side so we can see each other, but you guys are basically sort of on top of each other. I need to actually go ahead and roll for initiative, and I'll replace it with the 12 since that changed that up as well. And we're at Zinli next.
Okay.
Wait, if mine was 12, should I be next?
Sorry, yeah, you are next. My bad.
Hmm.
You disappeared from the initiative screen, and I was like, he's gone.
Hmm. Filker, I'm gonna pull a mushroom out of his shoulder.
As you do.
As you do, he's growing mushrooms on his jacket. It's full of dirt and mushrooms. He's gonna rub it and say, "Let's get a closer look at you guys." He's gonna cast Fairy Fire and try to. I think I can get both of them. Yeah.
20-foot cube, yeah. Dexterity saving throw, or they're bathed in light.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll do the one next to you first. Who is now glowing in your fairy fire light, as is the other one.
All right.
And that means, what does that mean? You guys all have advantage against them?
Yep.
Nice. Alright, they light up in either blue, green, or violet.
It was a blue mushroom.
Alright. It was a blue mushroom, everyone.
So blue light.
Sounds good. Zinli.
Okay.
So any attack rolls against these gargoyles now have advantage with the
Okay.
light effect they've got. I should probably mark that on here.
Okay. I will attack the closest one to me with my rapier.
Yeah.
Very nice. 16 will hit. Now, do you get sneak attack stuff as a rogue? Does that go off?
Yes. Yes. You deal extra damage to one creature you hit with an attack if you have advantage on the attack roll. The attack must use a finesse or a ranged weapon.
Rapier is a
But a
finesse.
rapier is not. It is?
I believe so,
Okay.
yes.
That's why you chose it.
Yeah.
I remember the dagger being. I didn't remember that
That's
about the
also
rapier.
finesse.
You don't even just.
Must be finesse.
Finesse.
How much extra damage do I deal, though?
1d6.
Depends on your level, but yeah, it starts off 1d6. It's probably what it's still at. Maybe. What are we
I
level
just
3?
roll a
Oh,
1d6.
2d6. Nope, sorry, it's 2d6 at level 3.
2d6.
An extra 2d6. Yep. Yeah, just roll it. 2d6. All right, 16 damage.
Damn.
Can you get into flanking position for us?
You've already got advantage.
You already got advantage, in.
don't think.
Extra advantage.
Super advantage.
Scarlet.
Double advantage.
Double secret advantage.
Okay, let's see here. I gotta open my sheet again because my computer completely freaked out. Okay, let's see here. I'm up here. That is not the gargoyle, right?
That is Filker the Gnome Druid. You can. They're basically both on the space with the gargoyle right now.
Oh,
He's
okay.
he's like kind of. I mean, he's a gnome, so.
I was on his head briefly.
Right here.
Yeah, we'll say you just kind of tumbled down onto the like pedestal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Tuck and roll, tuck and roll.
I guess I'll just swing at this one.
17 will hit for 12 damage. Also solid.
And then...
Advantage.
Oh yeah, you get advantage, but you didn't even need it.
Yeah, I guess that'll be it. I think I only get to attack once.
Yeah. You guys might have like some bonus action spells or things, but I don't think there's any multi-attack yet until 5th level.
Right.
Grimosk! Unless you just want to do something.
Probably should have read over these things before we started.
You're all awakened from a long slumber to remember who you are.
Nah, I'm good.
I think it's been a couple months for some of you guys and longer for others. Grimosk!
Death comes for you.
No! he says that and then swings. There you go. Oh, okay. You say that, swing your hands, do like a double take, reach back, grab your hammer, and then swing your hands.
Wait.
I got this.
Alright, 9 damage is pretty solid. You break off a chunk of the gargoyle statue, and it is now reeling in pain. Falafel is also reeling in pain.
Falafel. Start singing some church hymns. I don't know any, so I'm not gonna try it. But as a bonus action, heal himself 6 points.
Okay.
Get one of the spell slots, and then he's going to attack the gargoyle in front of him.
13 will not hit. You skewer and it bats away your rapier with its wing.
Between 13 and 16.
Yep. The gargoyle will turn its attention to the last person that did hit it, which was Grimosk, and unleash a fury of blows. Claw, 16 for 3. And it lunges with a bite for 15 for 6. Oh. The second gargoyle will go after the paladin with a bite, 14.
Nope.
Oh, and claws for 6. Oh, okay. Not so much on that one. Filker. Its claws and bite just rake themselves off your armor, and it hisses angrily.
I wonder if these guys.
That's just not nice.
Forgot to put the combat music on loop.
Filker is gonna cough some stuff up into his hand. That's what I was looking for. He's gonna rub it, and he's going to put his hands out and poisons. God damn it! 2 damage.
Poison spray.
Poison spray.
I'm sure
roll
these
the constant
living stone statues hate poison.
Yeah. Oh, poison. yeah. Okay.
Would you? I'll give you a mulligan for that if you wish.
No, I did it. I did it.
All right.
Filker doesn't know. He lives in the sewers.
You spray that. You spray it in the gargoyle, in the non-breathing creature, and it just kind of cocks its head quizzically at you and like grins evilly.
Scarlet's going there on the other side. Good try, honey. That's a good try.
Oh. Well, now I know, I guess.
You gain pity experience. Zinli.
Okay. So... Are they both? So they're both still alive? Because I only see the one on the turn order thing.
They're both the same.
They're both the same. They share the same turn.
Oh, okay.
Same creature.
Okay. Well, I will just I will try to pierce this one again, I guess, with my rapier.
Worked before.
And
16 will hit. And the advantage gives you another sneak attack. For another 2d6.
there we go.
Nice, 10 damage. Alright, you pierce through its chest and giant chunks of stone are coming off and it is like squealing, wailing. It is kind of hobbling around now and like actually throws out a hand out to the wall to steady itself. Looks heavily wounded. Scarlet.
Okay. Just keep on a whacking. Wait, I still have advantage, right?
Whacking. You do, thanks to Filker's Fairy Fire. Damn. that advantage, that Fairy Fire has been pretty golden. 21 is definitely...
What kind of weapon is Serendipity? Is that a greatsword?
Sure. We'll go with that. I renamed them and I don't remember. It says it's a melee weapon.
Right.
So apparently I have a crossbow at some point too.
That one takes a good chunk and it is also reeling in pain. Grimosk.
Finish him.
Mauled to death.
Advantage, sir, advantage. There you go.
You have needed that advantage.
Yeah. Alright, you do obliterate this gargoyle. Your maul comes crashing down, just shoving into its chest, and it just explodes outward like a bomb went off. Falafel.
What would Hawk do? Let's try this again. He yells at the other gargoyle. Ha! Look at what happened to your friend.
I hated that guy anyway.
Well, whatever. Same thing's gonna happen to you.
Always staring at me. Another vicious mockery. Oh, it feels sad. Yep.
2 psychic damage, and you have disadvantage on the next attack roll.
Oh. Alright, the sadness pervades.
I
Just
yell insults all day long.
Demoralized.
Alright, so with disadvantage, it will demoralizingly attempt to attack, this time both Filker and Scarlet. It's going to claw at Filker. Wow, that's with disadvantage.
That still hits. Ah!
Please roll a Constitution saving throw for your concentration spell.
Oh,
Or is it a
yeah.
check? I don't remember.
It's a... I don't know.
Should be a saving throw.
Saving throw? Okay.
Yeah, I think you're right. Alright, Fairy Fire.
I'm alright.
And is going to attempt to bite Scarlet.
Yeah.
God, I rolled pretty well with disadvantage.
You did. You
That
still
would have
hit
been a
me.
crit.
Yep.
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
it would have.
Yeah.
You're right.
would've hurt.
Yeah, it would have. Filker. Still lit up.
Flicker's just... Poison doesn't work. That eliminates a lot of his potential. Let's just go with straight up dagger attack. He's gonna pull a dagger out of his belt. Try to stab at him. Nope.
You fumble around and like end up throwing like a mushroom or a piece of leaf at it
that's-
instead.
That's true. I do have advantage.
Oh, you have advantage. Ah, that's right. All right.
Still didn't
That's
work.
still not gonna work. Yeah.
I just got this dagger. I don't know how to use it.
Fair. Zinli.
Okay. So how beat up is this other one looking?
He looks fairly beat up. He's definitely taking some hits. He is still lit up by the fairy fire.
Mm-hmm. I will cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter. And he needs to make a Wisdom saving throw or become incapacitated and unable to stand up due to hilarious fits of laughter.
Are you... Okay. You're the spell rogue?
Arcane
Yeah.
Trickster.
Arcane Trickster, yeah. What is the saving throw number? Do we know that? Let's see if I can look yours up.
Where is that?
Is it 10 plus your spellcasting modifier? Is that what it is? I think.
Where are you, Arcane Trickster? It is 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your intelligence modifier. So 8 plus 2 is 10 plus 1 is 11. So you have a DC 11. So he needs to roll 11 or higher on Wisdom. He does. He actually chuckles at you in a mocking rebuttal. Scarlet.
Okay.
Lord, you're just hacking away at this thing. You send a good chunk of it just flying into the stone wall. It is still up, but it is staggering around. Fine favor. Ah, should have turned that on earlier.
I know.
But
I
attacks
told you I
did.
should have read these before we started.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll the 1d4 for the extra damage for this one. Alright, takes an extra 3 damage from the radiant energy of your weapon. Grummosk, now the gargoyle's looking quite heavily injured. And reminder,
Now
you do have
death
advantage.
comes for you. This time I remember.
13 will not hit.
Damn it.
That was a good
One
solid damage
gargoyle.
too.
Yeah.
Full awful. Death comes for you. No, it doesn't talk.
Waffle says,
Ross goes back to forest.
I'm done here.
Waffle says, "Oh, Mama's so ugly. People go as her for Halloween."
Hanging on to those vicious fuckeries. Oh, it's it just looks down sadly. No one comes to visit me. It appears startled by your sudden. It just can't keep up with all these verbal assaults as well as physical assaults.
So much verbal abuse.
So many people are mean. So it does take some damage and looks very dejected. So it will now attempt once again with disadvantage. It's going to do both on the paladin. That's the only one that's hitting him right now. It will lunge forward with a bite. That is with disadvantage too. Holy crap.
Wow.
And claws.
Dear
All
Lord.
of the first one.
That's crazy. All right, Filker.
Let's try to stab it again.
You still have advantage.
I still have advantage. I don't know why.
You are trying so hard to roll a critical fail. Just so hard. There we go.
Yeah.
Alright, you slide that dagger in. It looks like it is just hunched over and quivering in absolute rage. Zinli, I don't know if you can actually reach this
Do it,
creature.
guys. He's almost dead.
Yeah, it is literally like just doubled over and hanging on for dear life.
I will. I'm just gonna throw my dagger at him.
Okay. You hurl your dagger, and it looks up. It tries to like look up and see what the hell is coming at it with all these people surrounding it, and it gets a dagger directly in the eye, just thunk, and falls backward. And as it does, it explodes. And the area is silent once again. Please, everybody, revert your character sheet back to normal from advantage. Everybody had advantage like that entire fight, I think. That was crazy. That was a good use of that spell.
Filker's gonna walk up to Falafel and be like, "Hey, how you doing, buddy? How's your health looking there?"
Pretty good. Don't touch me.
But I wanted to touch you so bad. Okay. How about you?
Here.
How about you, Scarlet? How are you looking?
How aren't you
Mask
just the
is
sweetest
here.
little thing?
That's not good.
Egads, what was that?
You turn around after the gargoyles have been destroyed, and you find the doors have now slammed firmly shut.
I was standing right by the door. I didn't see anything.
Scarlet's gonna again just start calling out, "Hello! We know you're in there. We might have broken your gargoyles, and we're sorry about that."
Falafel's gonna try to open the door.
You're met with the same reaction as before. It just seems like it is a solid piece of stone or iron or something, not even budging an inch.
Well, you know what they say. One door closed, another one opens.
I
That's
suppose.
not what they say.
A door closing means sudden death.
Scarlet's gonna like quietly pray to Avandra, and as she's doing so, she's just gonna cure 5 of her points of wounds here.
Yeah, are you passing out healing, Druid?
Oh yeah, I didn't even.
He just really wanted to touch the bar, not the big scary half-orc guy.
Sorry, I didn't notice you got hurt.
I am bleeding here and here.
I thought that was just your face.
Looker will pull out some moss and rub it in the wounds.
Mm.
Feel better?
Oh yes.
Alright, move along. Move along.
Thank you, small
Joker.
man.
Looker's still rubbing. How do you feel now?
Tell me when to stop. You enter what looks like a little waiting room. There is another demonic statue that looks pretty much exactly like the ones in the front. However, instead of being kind of perched in a watchman's pose, this one actually has one of its claws upraised as if in a knocking position. Like that. In the northeast, you can see a set of spiral stairs. They lead both down and up, but the way up is blocked by a bunch of iron bars, almost like a little portcullis, just from floor to ceiling. The way down is free. There's stairs leading down deeper into the house, and then there is a little couch right next to you, where you see a small, it looks like a children's doll, just sitting there.
Alright, what do you think the odds are that if you pull on the gargoyle's hand, it'll turn the stairs into a slide? We should find out to make sure.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Where's the doll?
The doll is laying on the couch.
Volker's gonna bodily throw himself onto the couch and just really get comfortable.
Your stank all on there.
This is a nice couch.
Garrett's gonna slap his feet and tell him, "Keep your feet off the furniture."
Stop defiling
Yes.
couch.
So this little
Can
doll
I-
just... Go ahead.
Oh, can I make a history check on this gargoyle statue thing?
What are you trying to check?
So, well, I want to see if it does something, if it's some kind of device. I get like a bonus on making checks on magical, alchemical, and technological devices.
Ooh. Sure.
Says you can add twice your proficiency bonus instead of any proficiency bonus you normally apply when making a history check. So, I don't totally know how to do that. So, which I don't think that's even actually adding twice my proficiency bonus.
It'd just be
I don't
another
think it's-
+2 is your proficiency bonus.
Yeah.
So whatever you roll, just add 2 to it, basically.
Yeah. So I just want to go up to this thing and start inspecting it and try to figure out if there's something like mechanical or magical about it.
Okay.
Sorry.
You spend some time looking at the statue, looking it over first. Gingerly making sure it's not going to spring to life and kill you. Once you're fairly certain you're safe, you get down to really analyzing it, and you can figure out pretty quick that the hand is the raised arm is loose, and it feels like it is a lever. And you would know that you could easily construct a device to either open or close or turn things or shift things or whatever by raising or lowering the arm.
Okay. I'm going to communicate that to the rest of the group. Guys, I've been doing some research over here, and it appears that there's some sort of lever device on this statue. I think it may, in fact, turn the stairs into a giant slide. Is my best hypothesis.
Bullet.
I'm going to step back and send my mage hand to pull said lever.
You put your mage hand up there and wrap it around the lever. It does feel like it is less than 10 pounds, and you can pull it down, and as soon as you do, you hear a sound of stone scraping on stone. And everybody roll a perception check.
I'm Jon Snow. I know nothing.
Yeah, most of you,
Here's that.
Falafel, Filker, and Zinli, you can tell that the opening has happened pretty nearby to the north of you, and it actually sounds like two different pieces are moving, like they're slightly delayed, but that delay lets you know that there's two different things moving. But you don't see anything from where you are quite yet.
Okay.
Okay. Can I investigate this doll?
Yep.
I'd like to pick it up and look at it.
Yep.
Hello, Dolly. You're a
I
doll.
can just imagine you sitting there doing this with the doll playing with it.
Yeah.
With that, yeah, it looks just like an ordinary children's doll. It's obviously very dirty and old.
Now it is.
But yeah, yeah, you're not helping that at all.
Then Filker would say, "Oh, you'll go great up here," and you'll take something and stick the doll to his hat.
Okay. And rests up there calmly. In here, looks like a formal tea sitting room with a fireplace in the corner, several chairs and tables set up, a nice little rug. Everything is just grimy and dirty and super old.
This room is cozy.
Sorry, that was...
Ooh.
There we go. Yeah, well, yeah, when you hear the thing, that's the door that...
Oh.
I should have moved
I was
that a
really
second ago.
hoping it was going to be in the fireplace.
Yeah. This appears to be just a very, it's a cool, drafty room that ends in another wall.
Roll a perception check.
You certainly could.
I will.
That's a pretty good roll. With this, you can look, and you actually can find very fine seams in the wall that look like it could separate at two specific portions.
We did hear two walls move.
All right, I just kind of feel around to see if something can be moved.
Okay, it feels very solid to you. Like, you can see where it would move, but it feels like it is just a super solid piece of stone.
Hmm.
It doesn't, from what even your strength, you feel, it doesn't feel like you could move it.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder what would happen if
Well,
we moved the gargoyle hand back.
I bet the walls would move back again, and everybody in that room would get access to wherever the wall goes. But somebody would have to stay behind and pull the lever.
Formation is 30 feet.
You have to see it, don't you?
Oh, it's just a small room.
There's got to be a lever on the other side, though.
I wonder if we rig up a rope to the lever and just... I don't know if we have a rope long enough. I don't know how long ropes usually are. General
We can
adventure.
tie ropes together.
That's-
I'm
yeah.
sure.
We're already at the
First,
tying ropes together stage.
That's right.
Does anyone have rope?
I have rope.
So we tie the rope around the lever. We all get in the room together, and then we pull the rope to activate the lever. And we all get stuck in that room. Wherever that room goes, we're stuck in it.
We activate the gas trap and we all die.
That's right. Yeah.
What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, that's the worst that could happen.
I'm down.
Obviously, it's a trap.
You know that
Otherwise-
you probably wouldn't be able to fit all of you in this room. This is a pretty tight fit. I know 2 of you are gnomes, but
I'm a half elf.
That's
Same
true.
thing.
Isn't it?
and the half-orc's probably gigantic.
Uh,
I'll pull the lever.
I'll
See what
support.
happens. All right.
can the 3 of us fit in this room? A half orc and 2 gnomes.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
I'm coming in here with you.
I'm just gonna. I don't even know if they're in there. I'm just gonna start pulling the lever.
Okay.
See what happens.
You just lift the arm back up, and immediately the closes shut, and
Wait, you're not Gramask. What happened? Oh, he is still here. Okay. I was like, Gramask.
Hiding behind the gnome.
Peekaboo.
You know, Scott, I'm just glad I'm not in an enclosed place with that stink ball.
You guys see basically just a huge empty room right here. It's kind of cool and drafty, but it's just weird, like just concrete floor. I don't know if they had concrete in D&D, but you know, whatever the equivalent of that is.
Stone.
Stone, yeah, and it just looks kind of not finished. It's also very empty. As you walk through, you suddenly feel a chill down your spine, and you all 3 look around for a second, and you just see blood pooling up in the ground, just pouring out of the walls, bodies lined on the floor, just dismembered limbs all over the place, just gushing blood seeping up from the floor as you feel like a panic in your chest. You start breathing heavily, you close your eyes, you open it, and it's all gone.
Oh my god, this was a terrible mistake.
Look, he's still got his hands over his eyes.
Grimace is smiling.
This reminds me of home. This was my 4th birthday party. So many bodies.
Can we hear them screaming?
I was screaming pretty loud.
You probably hear the screams, yeah. You guys see 2 doors.
I'll look at Falafel and be like, "Do you hear something?"
Nope.
Let's go look around. Some more.
When you guys all open your eyes again, the you notice the doll on Filker's hat is gone.
That,
Joker doesn't notice. He's like, what?
You probably wouldn't notice. It's on your hat.
where's your doll, little man?
Oh
Sounds
no!
really wrong.
Meanwhile, you guys are splitting the party, which is a great idea. So I got to back and forth. I'm sure this will go well for you.
Meanwhile,
Scarlet and Falafel are headed to the southwest side, where you guys step into a dining room with the table is all grimy and dirty. There's cobwebs everywhere. Everything's got a layer of dust on it. There's no food or anything. There's maybe a plate or 2. But as you step into the dining room from the tea room, the air grows very warm, and suddenly the room springs to life.
Whoa, it's Beauty and the Beast.
As ghostly apparitions appear seated at the once empty table. A large dinner party is being held as a roasted hog materializes along with plates of all varieties of food. Jugs of foaming ale are being shared between ghostly companions. A large spectral human man stands at the head of the table, saying nothing. A serious scowl and frown is cemented over his face as he overlooks his guests, who seem to be enjoying themselves. None of them pay any attention to you. It acts as though they are just in a completely different world.
Girl, that's going to take a nice step backwards.
Do they make any sound?
You see, I wish I had a good sound effect for this. I don't have one, but it's very like that kind of distorted, ghostly sound whenever somebody speaks. But you can kind of hear like faint music playing, almost ethereal, and a sound of like cups clinking together in cups and that kind of thing. It's almost like background, like sounds you would hear at like an inn or something. Meanwhile, the other team, you guys find 2 doors, one to the east and one to the southeast.
Booker is still kind of terrified of what we just saw. Doesn't want to go any further forward. But
Zinli's gonna just like grab Vilker by the shoulders and start shaking him and say, "Come on, you got to get it together. We can't let them see our fear."
Ooh.
But I'm so afraid. Ben. Okay.
Look, there's no reason to be afraid. Just think, anytime you were in the sewers, a giant alligator could have eaten you, or a giant sewer rat. So this is way better than that, right?
They wouldn't do that to me. Okay.
Zinli, you may gain a point of inspiration for cheering Vilker.
Inspirational talk.
Literally inspirational.
Are these doors?
Those are doors. Look like normal-ass doors.
I'll open up this normal-ass door.
All right. That door appears to be locked.
I'll open up the other normal-ass door.
However, it does appear to be a normal locked door.
Are they both locked?
The other one is unlocked if you want to open that one.
I will.
Okay.
I'm excited to see which one is that one.
Yeah. Grimos got one hand on both handles. Just
Yeah, which one can I
like-
do? This room is also mostly empty, although you're back to the wood floor, so it looks like an official room. The first thing that draws your eye is a large, what looks like a blast went off kind of in the middle of this room, just like an explosion. You can see char marks along the floor. And on the south side are what look like a series of mannequins or dummies that have like little swords and shields and things on them. And some of them look a little damaged.
I saw an attempt to investigate what happened here.
You can. You can't really tell. It just looks like an explosion went off here, but from all you know, it could be anything from a literal, like, you know, homemade bomb to an actual spell.
Okay, can I search for...
And there's another door over here, large double doors.
Okay, search for any traps in here.
Yeah, you can search with perception.
I will too.
Okay. You don't see anything of note in here. Just appears to be the dummies in the southern part of the room, and then the doors to the right.
Okay.
Booker says, Grimosk, don't you think we should get our friends before we go through the big scary double doors?
Meanwhile,
gone.
other guys, what are you doing while this dinner party is going on? This ghostly dinner party.
Waffle's drooling as he eyes the ham or the pork pig coming in and whispers, "I wonder if we kill ourselves if we have some of that."
Seems logical. This is what happens when you die. I can't wait. It's a feast every night.
Oh god, I don't even know what to do.
Start sniffing the air.
You don't smell anything.
Smell it.
I mean, I could do divine sense, but that just seems like kind of a waste because we already know they're ghosts and they're there.
I can see the ghosts.
Ghost
Waffle steps up and goes, "Greetings. I am your entertainment for tonight."
The second you step up and address them, all sounds immediately stop. The room goes deathly silent, and every single ghost turns to look at you.
Why? An audience. Perfect.
The man at the head of the table rushes towards you, flying through the table, getting right in your face, and he screams, "You should not be here! Leave this place!" And then as soon as he rushes to, almost like somebody blew out a candle, all the ghosts just disappear.
I didn't even get to the 40 yet.
Well, now that was rude. They didn't even listen to your song.
Is the pig still on the table?
Everything disappeared.
You've lost your chance.
It's a tough crowd.
Well, I don't have to deal with them anymore. Continue.
I guess not.
You guys see what looks like a little serving area to the right where people would serve the food and drinks and whatnot. And then you see a pair of double doors to your south. Meanwhile, what is the other
what is
team? What's just
Table.
like a serving table, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the room has gone back to normal from what you can tell. Everything it looks dark and grimy and dirty again and old. Team B, what are you, or A, what are you guys doing?
What was I
Matters
gonna
not to
say,
me which team you are.
Are these doors locked?
No, they're not locked.
I don't want you to do it. Filker's
They
terrified
do
in the back.
appear a little bit like stuck. It require a strength check.
How will we get back to group? Wall is where door should be now.
I think maybe this bottom door here, the locked one, that might lead back in their direction.
Very well.
Let's see if we can pick this lock.
Unlock door, small people.
It's Gramask and the small people.
We must come up to like his waist,
Getting
right?
an adventure.
This fall on Fox.
That's right.
We're just like skipping around him.
One's really smart, one's really stinky. Together they are his children.
He just goes,
You can't pick that lock with the thieves' tools.
Okay, great. Let's do that.
Roll a dexterity check. You break one of your lockpicks off. Luckily, you've got a couple. As everyone watches you glumly.
Let's.
Hey,
go.
you nimbly flip that one in the air and come down with it. Like, this is how we do.
Now I got the hang of his lock.
Yeah, the door creaks open. And you see what looks like a very small bedroom. There's a old rotted bed on the side, and there is a desk. You can roll a perception check to check the desk. The bed doesn't appear to have anything in it. All right, you find a you find a journal which is just crumbling all around you, but you do find one salvageable page, which I will share with the class. Does everybody see that?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, 12th day of Myrtle. Today the general meets with his new advisor. She comes highly regarded. Hopefully she can guide the general down the righteous path. 14th day of Myrtle. The new advisor, Gertrude, has only been in our service for 2 days, and already I see a change in the general. He hangs on to every word she spills. I only hope it is the word of good. 25th day of Myrtle. Something is wrong. The general dismisses the lords. He's advised that he will not meet with them and counsel about the orc armies marching upon us. This new advisor holds all of his attention. She feeds him the poison of her words and turns him against his people. She must be stopped. 30th day of Myrtle. Today is the day that I, Marple Brightshine, make a stand for the greater good. She will die by my hand, and my name will be forever muddied. But I see her for what she really is, a night witch. And that is the end of the journal entry. You also find a single salvageable spell scroll. It is a scroll of invisibility. You can add that to your inventory.
Okay.
There's a doings a transpiring.
Team B, what would you like to be doing?
Transpired.
We're gonna see if this door will open.
You're both gonna be Team B. That door does open. And it has a musical accompaniment. It's not scary, folks.
Jump scare.
Yeah. As you open the large double doors, a large room opens before you. A chandelier hangs from the high ceiling and an old dance floor stretches before you. A large glass folding door opens onto an alfresco area on the east wall. Materializing from thin air, you see the man who had rushed at you from the dinner party. He seems younger somehow, as if this is a vision into an earlier time in his life. I'm going to turn that down. A beautiful woman enters from nothingness, dressed in a flowing black gown, her eyes dark and dangerous. He holds her and looks into those eyes, and she looks back into his. We will disappear, just the two of us, my love, the man says dreamily. Oh, General Montharthus, but what of your wife? And we have work to do, she reminds him. Never mind her, she will cope, and your army of undead. Let us not talk of this tonight. He replies as their apparitions fade, and the room is once again empty. Oops, there was the apparitions I forgot to add, and then they are fading. What's funny is you guys triggered some big story moments that both have to do with each other at the same time. That is amazing.
I'm gonna look at Falafel and be like, I don't think he was being very nice to his wife. Oh, Mr. Bird.
Otherwise, the room goes back to normal, the lights dim, and it becomes cold and cool once again. Giant fireplace on the left, and then there is a opening out to a what looks like kind of an indoor pool area on the right side.
Sweet.
Do not move beyond that door yet, please, as we go to Team A. What will you guys be doing? You guys have not found any levers of any kind.
Ilker is gonna kind of panic because he thought this door was gonna go back to his friends, and he's gonna start pounding on this wall and yelling, "Hey guys, can you hear me? You should come in here because I don't think we can get out."
They cannot get in here.
They could do the rope thing that we were gonna do. I mean, there's nowhere to go but through the double doors, but they look awfully scary.
Do not fear doors. They will not hurt you.
I will hurt you.
Not the doors, necessarily.
Well, thinking logically, I think it's the only option we have.
Yep. I feel like I was going to go play with these dummies a little bit. Poke them and move their arms and see if that does anything.
The dummies spring to life and choke you. They do nothing. Did you ever mess with mannequins in a horror setting? God.
Mm-hmm.
Ironically, this time they are in fact just dummies. The doors, like I said, are not locked, but they just appear very stuck. You would require a strength check to open them.
Guess we ought to do that.
Grimmask, you embarrassed yourself terribly, just shoving up against the door.
Not again.
Not a good day for doors.
I was trying to roll a strength check, but it doesn't work.
God, I so want to have the gnome outstrength you.
Yeah. What's your strength modifier?
Oh god, so many strength checks just hit.
There we go.
There's some bit of lag.
Take the first one.
You guys look away for a second and shrug, and you just see Zinli just going to town on this door, just like pounding at it in a flurry of blows. Yeah, and she gets quite the bruise on her shoulder, but finally one of her kicks actually like wrenches the door inward enough to where Grimace can then gingerly open it.
Boy, she really wanted that door open.
Here you go, Grimace. I loosened it
you.
for you.
Inside
have
here,
much to teach Stinky.
you guys see what looks like a library with a lot of very badly burnt and destroyed books. Another blast zone, like charred marks, are in the northern part of this room, along with a blackened skeleton.
Oh man.
Hmm.
Damn, it's like Bryce just came through just throwing fireballs.
Yeah. I'm gonna do a perception check to see if there's anything
Okay.
of note. Well, okay.
I'm gonna do-
Grimace, you spend about 10 minutes looking around the room and declare very loudly, "There's a skeleton here!" Filker, the only thing of note that you notice is that not all of the books are destroyed, and some of them are very old and could provide and could be quite valuable. Just for a like historical perspective, and the right buyer would definitely pay money for old, even partially damaged books.
I do like old books.
You can add old library books to your inventory.
How many of those are there? Or is it just a collection?
You can just say collection or series or something.
Okay.
Otherwise, there is no lever or anything else in this room. Team Other, what are you guys doing?
Well, noticing the
Okay, sorry, yeah, let me
It looks like
explain this room. Where are we? Okay, so this room looks like it is a fenced-off indoor swimming pool. It's got very much like a darkened, kind of like stained, not quite stained glass, but like that frosted tinted glass to where you can't really see in or out of it. Along the edges, in the middle, you see a giant pool, and then some old rotted deck chairs on the bottom. Beside the pool, on the other side facing you, you see what looks like a gleaming, bejeweled sword that looks really nice. However, the pool itself is completely black, murky, and currently bubbling with a thick liquid.
well, that just can't be good.
And you
I
have
want
not
that
heard
sword.
from your companions in some time at this point.
I have a feeling if we go in there, that bubbling mass is going to become something and try to eat us.
I'm muted for some reason. You want that sword?
Yeah,
Pretty.
it is quite pretty.
You have any rope?
I do.
Well, I agree with you that as soon as we walk in, that murky liquid's gonna consume us. So if we tie ourselves to something, I'm sure we'll be okay.
What would you recommend we tie ourselves to?
I'll hold the rope from the back, and you get the sword.
Wait, how does that keep her from dying?
I'm not real sure about that plan.
Not sure either, but how do we get the sword?
Tell you what, how about if I tie the rope around your waist, but you're half elf, I can just chunk you to the other side, and then I'll
Oh.
pull you back.
Fastball special.
Oh. I don't like this idea of being chunked.
When you say junk.
Have some respect for my people. I'm no gnome, you know.
Very true. Let's go back and get the gnome. I'll just throw the gnome and then we'll get the sword that way.
That's true. That's true.
This is what brings the party together. Throwing smaller people.
We need a smaller person to throw.
Yeah, I'm gonna start going back. I'm gonna like glide across the dance floor like I'm dancing. Da, 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 da.
Falafel can't take his eyes off the sword.
He dives into the murk.
A sword.
Siren song.
Now, if I were really fast, do you think I could grab that sword?
Well, you know, my God always says that fortune favors the bold. Let's just go in there and do it.
Alright, hold on.
Is there a quick save button that we can hit?
There
At
is
this point?
definitely not.
Falafel's gonna start taking off his socks and shoes. And he's going to use cat disgrace on himself.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna run and go grab it. So, he starts running as far away from the pool as possible, on the edge of the room. I don't. Oh, there's the sword. Sorry. Is it like King Arthur? Like it's set in the.
It's
thing, or is it
it's just
laying
lying
on-
right next to it.
Oh. Do you not have Mage Hand?
No.
Do it now.
I only have 3 first level spells. I apparently don't have any cantrips.
Falafel,
And-
as soon as you get within 10 feet of the pool starts bubbling up violently.
He ignores it. He's running.
That seems natural. But it is going to, when you get within, let's see, hang on. Okay, yeah, when you reach about that point, the pool begins violently bubbling, and it slurches out of the water and reaches out at you. And is going to get a hit on you before we start combat.
Oh, this was a real bad idea.
It sure was. And that is a crit.
Oh.
As you
Wow.
Yeah.
jump over to get to the sword, you suddenly feel the acidic pool just surge to life and flow over the ground, and a tentacle-like appendage just reaches out and snags onto you, and you feel the acid burning into your skin. Creature you can see within 60 feet of you makes an attack roll, ability check, or damage roll. Use your reaction to expend one of your uses of Bardic Inspiration, rolling a die and subtracting the number rolled from the creature's roll. Okay, for my attack roll?
Would that negate it being a crit?
It should, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, roll an inspiration dice. Subtract the number rolled from the creature's roll. So I roll a d20?
No, your Bardic die is like a 1d6, I think. It should have it on their character sheet somewhere.
Yeah, inspiration die a d6.
D6, yeah.
Who didn't say that?
At the bottom of the first
No.
paragraph under Bardic Inspiration.
You guys did need to look over your character sheets first.
Gotcha. So roll 1d6.
Me or you?
Me.
Okay. Alright, so it really
Minus
rolls
5.
a 20.
Well, yeah, a 15 plus 5. So, no crit.
No crit, that's right.
Just 6 damage.
It does 5 bludgeoning damage plus 18 acid damage.
Oh shit.
The crit was the 2-second numbers.
23 damage.
Alright, Captain.
I'm still dead.
Falafel falls under a pool of acid. Scarlet, you notice the thing kind of almost seems like it's just looking around that area, and then sensing no other thing in there, it actually slurps back into the pool.
Oh dear. Okay.
Falafel, however, is bleeding out, and I'm going to make him roll death saves. However, we're going to shift over to the other team before he does that.
Damn it.
We don't know what's going on either.
Nope.
So what is this
Trapped in here, right?
right here? Is this like a shelf or like a fireplace? What is?
That's like a coat rack, basically. There's like jackets hanging from it. Everything. You've scoured this room. Anything useful? Everything looks dark, grimy, broken, destroyed. The only thing of note was the few books that Filker was able to salvage that seemed like they could be valuable. Otherwise, yeah, you guys do not see any kind of lever mechanism on this side.
Now is the time to get back to friends.
His danger sense tingling.
Fulker's gonna go in this room and just start tossing the room. Just throw the bed, move the desk, see if just anything that just moves.
Like pull the hangers.
Yeah,
for
exactly.
any hidden mechanism.
Just destroy stuff until something
Grimace
happens.
is feeling claustrophobic.
All of a sudden, we realize we're trapped.
He's gonna start beating at the wall with his hammer.
You can all roll perception checks. Alright, Grimace, you find nothing in your room. Filker, you find nothing in yours. Zenly, you do find, you're scouring this room, and you see that one of the walls does appear to be a false wall. And it actually has its own little latching mechanism, and you can feel around, and the wall shifts to its side.
Zenly's just gonna like sneak through and not say anything.
I'm leaving these guys to their fate.
We're still just panicking in our own room.
You enter what looks like a mud room. It's just kind of got a door right here and like another coat rack full of just old, grimy, like raincoat type implements.
Come on, guys, this way. I've found raincoat type implements.
Okay, this feels like the wrong way, but
it's better than not having.
It's better than going nowhere. Yeah.
Is this door here?
There's a door there. It is not locked.
All right. I'm going to open this door.
Okay. You open the door and it appears to go outside.
Can I look through these raincoat implements
There
real quick? See
appears to be nothing in the raincoat implements.
Okay.
You guys go outside, and within 2 seconds you get turned around, and you end up back at the entrance, because I don't have a map for that section. And once again, the doors stand before you. Meanwhile, I need Falafel to roll a death saving throw, please. Ticking bomb now.
Success, right?
You roll a success. Yes, you have 1 success. Scarlet, what would you like to do right now?
Leave.
Yeah.
Go home.
She's just gonna like literally like hug the walls to keep away from the pool itself, as far away from the pool as she can be. Just like
Okay.
as far away.
Okay.
Just kind of gliding around. I'm just gonna come up here and I'm just gonna reach and grab his ankle and just pull him away from the pool.
Roll a
His
strength.
head's gonna like bang against a chair or something.
It's probably not gonna
But-
feel good, but he can't complain. Roll a strength check. All right, you are able to just, you could almost just lift his ass daintily off the ground. He's probably like,
I lift most of him, and just like his top half is just kind of dragging a little bit. And
Yeah.
I'm like apologizing profusely as I'm doing this, but you didn't want to get next to that thing, and no, we're just gonna keep coming back here. And again, we're just gonna drag him all the way back around, where we're not getting any closer to that pool.
okay,
And we go whip around that corner real fast.
Okay.
Like he's literally gonna fly around the corner. Like, 'cause
just
he's
throwing his.
basically a flag at this point.
All right, his body goes hurling towards the marble floor with full force. It just crumples like a doll.
And then I have very little I can do in terms of healing, but I guess I will go ahead and use my last 10 points of lay on hands to bring him back to life
Okay.
and save him from the brink of death.
Falafel, you may add 10 hit points, and you become conscious as your eyes flutter open, and you see that you are in a lot of pain and have a severe head injury trauma, I'm sure. But you are now in the marble room.
What happened?
Did it work? Did I get the
You did real good.
That's
We're
so-
just gonna go back for everyone else though, so that way they can come and see how good you did.
What are the swords?
It broke. It was fake. It was made of plastic.
Oh my gosh.
I know. Let's just go on back. And I'm just gonna like lift him mostly up and hope his knees don't collapse underneath him. And
Team A, what are you guys doing outside?
Um,
I'm running away the hell from this house.
we're fine now.
You've
See you
made
guys,
the right
this is
choice.
fun.
Yeah, let's pound on this front door. Let's see if we can get our friends' attention.
You
You
pound them.
guys in there?
Yeah, you guys
We're
can probably.
outside.
Yeah, you can hear them at this point. Scarlet and Falafel. But the doors
Where's the
appear
voice coming from?
not to do anything.
Where's the sound coming from? Up, down, left, right?
To your northeast.
Oh, okay. Do I need to roll a lasting injury?
Yes, you do. Thank you. You can roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I feel really sore for some reason.
You shrug off any lingering injuries, though, which is good because I don't have my house rules document in here. You guys hear a pounding on the door. The door stands resolute, however.
Wait, who's pounding? Oh, the outside?
We're out here.
We're in here.
This house is terrible.
I'm gonna pull on the gargoyle arm again and see if that opens the door.
Okay, you hear the same stone sounds, noting the shifting of the walls. But,
There's like a little window that we broke earlier.
yeah, you guys probably see each other pretty easy from here.
Oh, right. How did you guys do?
It's like a Scooby-Doo movie at this point. You all get split up and then join each other randomly
We-
in a different
We
spot.
got trapped in some closets, I think.
Well, Falafel did real good. He tried his best.
Yeah, we tried to get a sword, but it broke. It's plastic. Can't believe it.
I don't know what to do now.
In the back, I'm just shaking my head, going, "Don't tell him it wasn't plastic."
She's the only one that knows that, though.
So are they like? Can they try to get to the door? Like, or if they try to open it from the other side, can they?
They can try.
Or
Can we look to see if there's like any kind of like?
And we're all struck by lightning.
Can we look to see if there's any kind of like button or lever or something on the door we could push to open it?
Roll perception.
But I'm stupid. My character is stupid.
You guys are
See?
pretty
I
certain
know
this is a
nothing.
very solid, it looks like just a solid wooden door that you should be able to open, but it just will not budge.
I got a 20.
Yep.
That's what
You are very certain.
Filker says, "Wait, I know, I got this. Okay, house, I'm gonna leave now." Turns his back. I'm walking away from the door.
What are the rest of you doing?
Following suit.
I'm going back to the other room, trying to see if I
I'm
can
like
find something.
walking like a big exaggerated.
Time to go.
I'm gonna sit on the couch.
Falafel, what are you doing?
How big is this window?
It's big enough to talk through. It's about like a head size.
But a half elf can't fit through it.
Alright, as soon as you turn around and walk backwards, and none of you are looking at the door swings open.
Quick, run for it.
Wait, why are you running back inside?
And then just shuts
Running
as
back
soon as you make it in there. Crunk.
You baseball dives into the room.
Yep. Hat falls off, has to grab the hat, roll back in, that whole deal. Yep.
Maybe you guys should have come out instead of us coming in.
Feel like now.
Once again, you guys see the spiral stairs. The iron bars still block the stairs
yeah.
up, but the basement, which descends into darkness, is still open.
I think
Well-
he's trying to tell us we need to go downstairs.
I think we're out of options at this point.
Yeah.
You thoroughly
Well, I mean,
explored the
there's
first
There's
floor.
a giant
Yeah.
sludge monster.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, unless we want to go fight the sludge monster.
Yeah, it's
Wait, what
But-
sludge monster?
But
Don't you worry about it, honey. You did just fine.
Wait, what?
He has like PTSD from it. He
yeah,
can't remember.
exactly. Doesn't remember. All right, down the stairs we go.
You guys descend into the darkened room, and as you do, you pass through a doorway. Even those of you with dark vision, you cannot see very well down here. It seems very, very dark. And as soon as you pass through, all of you pass through the door slams behind you, and we're going to take our break.
So many slamming doors.
So many slamming doors. What a dick house.
The greatest
is
set of
angry.
all.
The house is angry. We're going to take a couple minutes, use the facilities, get drinks, whatnot, and we'll be back in a few minutes.
Probably getting another car once and they're getting drive through, not getting the milk. Bunch of crazy access. But, well, it's one of those things that's comfortable. That helps the mother.
I don't know. You were like sleeping almost sitting up. No, you were like slumped over the arm of the couch. Yeah.
No recollection. Alright.
Yeah, it was just like isn't it just like it is? I don't know. It didn't look comfortable.
it just magically appeared. Things just magically appeared in a bowl of water.
Where's it 7 hours tomorrow? You can shrink those pictures down. Just the names.
Oh, yeah. Forgot that. Put that in the other setting. Oh, I suppose I'm mute. Chris.
Okay, I believe we are coming back from our break. And as I mentioned, you guys were headed down to the basement, but as soon as you entered into the basement proper, the door slammed behind you. Ooh, how about my door sound? And you can hear several what sound like mechanical steel locking mechanisms click into place. Where the room is. In the room, as I move you over to the basement level, you see a half-made flesh
Lovely.
golem lying on an operating table.
A flesh golem,
It
man.
appears to be its head is like sawn off, and the head cranial area is empty, so no brain. It is also missing its the hands and feet, I guess, the kind of forearm and knee down, missing all of its limbs. You can see a large mechanism with a crank and coil sits behind it with rods connected to each of the golem's temples. To the left of the figure is a bucket holding hundreds of feet, hands, brains, and other body parts. And then you can see beyond that some rusty operating tools and a needle and thread sit on a nearby table.
Is this where an image of Jigsaw comes up? Let's play a
Would you
game.
like to play a game? And then right next to the disfigured body, you see a looks like a large poster or big like journal that's been something that's been like torn out of a book and put on the table next to it, and it's kind of blood stained, and it's got a bunch of scribbles on it, which I will show you now. And once you start reading it and taking a few steps into the room, you hear a hiss, and you see gas begin filling the room.
Huh.
He's waving hello. Hi, friends.
Those manly bits have been
Time to
flattened
play
out.
a game of Operation.
3 more. Okay. Not enough time to finish them. I don't want to die.
Yada yada yada.
It's so hard.
Horrifying screams.
Body parts. Doors locked. Trapped.
Now his brain lies in the bucket for my flesh golem.
Solving the formula will tell me the which the right party are. Solving the formula will tell me which the right
parts are.
Oh, parts. Okay.
I don't know. He looks like he wants to party.
What is the right party? Why did this doctor decide to smudge the men's genitals out of existence? That's my question.
Filker furiously tries to rub at the genitals.
Why is this blurry?
Maybe he just doesn't have any.
That's not. Yeah.
Not anatomically correct.
All right.
Numbers by hands, feet, and brain.
Yeah. So it's some sort of number. You have to find the right numbers. Are the pieces in the buckets numbered?
Yes. You go over and see that everything is organized in a very chaotic numbering scheme. So you would need to figure out the.
He just shoves his hands in the bucket and starts fishing around.
You would need to figure out the correct attachments.
All right.
I'm pretty certain hands is 4. Feet would be 12. And I'm having trouble figuring out brain.
All right, Filker starts mushing around looking for a number 4, the bucket.
If you go 2 to 7, that's +5. 7 to 3 is minus 4. 3 plus 5 is 8. 8 minus 4 is 4. Right?
What did you say for feet?
Yeah.
For hands. Hands would be 4. Feet, 3 to 12 is 3 times 4 is 12. 12 divided by 2 is 6. 6 times 4 is 24. 24 divided by 2 would be 12.
It also matches up the way I'm looking at it, which is every other number is a sequence. So 3 times 2 is 6, 6 times 2 is 12, and 12 times 2 is 24. So feet, 12.
Yeah. Hands, 4, feet, 12. And then brain, I'm having a hard time on.
Maybe it's 8 times 2 is 16 plus 6 times 2 plus 6. So 50.
That.
Yeah?
Right to me.
That sounds right.
It's our best guess so far.
All right, so I'm fishing around in the buckets. Do I see any of those numbers on any?
It takes you some time. The gas starts filling up in the room a little bit, but you guys all work together to fish out the numbers. You do find a bucket of hands that is labeled 4, and you get those hands out. They look like just normal hands. And you do realize, you kind of stare at it and realize you would need to attach them to the flesh golem, which I will say is going to require a medicine check.
Huh.
Oh.
You essentially perform surgery.
Well.
Grimosk, you just, like, take the hand and just go like this onto the limb.
Meanwhile,
Zinli, you have seen this exact operation done before. Somehow
You're,
that
muted.
nobody wants to really ask you how you know that. But you are able to quickly sew the hands on there, and they look correct. They look like they do fit that spot. And you guys fish out the feet, labeled under 12, and it will require another medicine check as the poison levels continue to rise. The gas levels continue to rise. They're about at your knees now, and it looks like a caustic green gas.
I'm just gonna pick up the gnome so that way she doesn't.
yeah, the gnomes would go first.
We'll pick her up, just put her on the table so that way she's just above.
Zinli, you have problems harnessing that same knowledge. Somebody else like a
Can I just
check?
cauterize them on? Like, with a searing smite?
who's actually got the highest medicine check? Mine's 2, Zinli's is 2, Grimosk is
1.
0.
I've got 1.
Let me try.
You're like, fire!
There we go.
Alright, all of you are gathered around trying to get these feet on there, and Falafel finally
Like
takes
passing
them,
a needle back and forth.
shrugs, yeah, sews on the feet on there. One of them's a little sideways, but I mean, it gets the job done. Alright, you find only a few brains, and one of them is labeled as number 50. So you grab the spludgy brain. It's got a few like dark spots on it, but otherwise looks perfectly usable. Slide into that cranial cavity, and you will need another medicine check to sew his head back on. Surgery land.
We're not doctors.
No, you are not.
I did 1 better than last time.
Yeah, the
I
poison
keep doing
levels-
worse.
Grimosk is just getting frustrated.
Knocking over bins.
I didn't want to tell you guys, but I used to be a brain surgeon.
Falafel apparently did actually know surgery, and he gets that brain on there. You all kind of step back and stare at the body. It appears to be formed, and now you just kind of stare at the mechanism that is connected to his temples, and has a crank and coils with rods connected to it, and the gas levels continue to rise. Also, while you were searching for body parts, one of you finds a bag of holding amongst all the bodies. Like one of the bags was just open, and you were grabbing it, and then you just found a bag of holding.
Back of holding. All right.
Whoever wants that can take it.
I'll take it.
So there's a crank, you said.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Booker will start jacking that crank around.
Jack that crank.
Really?
Booker knows how to do that. He's all alone in the sewers.
Okay.
All right. You take your hand out of your pants and immediately go over and start jacking the crank. And after a few rotations, you see sparks kind of flying between the rods, and they arc downward into the flesh golem, who starts to jerk violently and very frighteningly for you guys, just bouncing on the table. And you start cranking it faster and faster, and it looks like you're just electrocuting the shit out of this guy. And before you would think you would start like smelling like literally smoke coming off of him, the cranking machine suddenly just sputters out, and the creature lays still as the gas comes up, and it gets to about almost the table length. At this point, the gnomes, if they're not being carried, they have to literally hold their heads up because it is getting frightening. The flesh golem suddenly stands up with a start, and he looks around, and the first thing he does is he seems to like smell the gas in the room, and something just clicks in these like really fucked up looking, and his face is like just a patchwork of sewn body parts. It is not pleasant to look at. In fact, I'll give you a picture of what this nice chapo looks like.
Yep.
There we go. Remember the loincloth, though, so good for that. It stands up, notices the gas, and immediately rushes over to where the door at the staircase is, and you see what looks like a little compartment he seems to open, and there's a bunch of numbers there that are just constantly rotating. And he gets in there and starts fiddling with a bunch of numbers and pads. As the gas starts to rise, you guys begin coughing and choking, and then he pushes some buttons, and the door slides open. And this creature takes off running up the stairs. Just
wait for us, buddy.
Are you guys heading up?
Well, yeah, we don't want to die.
Yeah, I don't want to
Yeah,
die.
the gas levels have continued to go.
Ah!
All right, you
I'm
guys.
chunking the gnomes up the stairs first. So that way
Yeah,
they don't
no,
die.
You head up the stairs. As you're heading up the stairs, you hear a loud, violent crash and bang, an explosion, and just loud, scary sounds. And then you hear what sounds like somebody very heavy and large is going up the stairs above you. And even as you reach the ground floor, you continue hearing that sound, and you hear it going up. When you reach the ground floor, you notice the iron bars are gone. They appear to be destroyed, splintered, as if by a large creature ramming into them.
There are flesh parts everywhere.
That's right. Bits of bloody.
From
brought him to life.
From upstairs, you hear a violent wailing shriek. And then you hear a loud series of thumps and nothing else.
I wish he'd waited for us.
I'm looking around and go, y'all think he's okay up there?
Bloodman in trouble, let's go.
Let's go up.
Heading up the stairs.
Up the stairs we go.
I wanted to know his name.
Oops, I gotta get y'all's tokens first.
Hamala?
It's hard to fit y'all up there. Okay, we'll bring you guys up the stairs. You should be in about the same spot that you are now. And the first thing that you notice when you come up the stairs is an eerie green glow that is pulsating throughout the ceiling and like through the walls. Just almost like a throbbing green glow, and when you go over to the walls and inspect it, it looks like the walls have veins like running through them and running along the ceiling that seem to be pulsing and giving off a greenish hue.
Can I inspect these, or Arcana check, or some sort of check to see if I know what they might be?
Arcana would be perfect.
Okay. Wait, where is Arcana? I literally don't see it.
Third one down.
My third one's down is Athletics. Weird. A 12.
Alright, here's at the bottom. It's weird.
Yeah.
You are not quite certain what is going on here, but there definitely seems to appear something magical about it. Green, throbbing veins in a house are not naturally occurring.
Yeah. This isn't mold. I know mold.
Does no mold.
Well, can I scrape some off with my dagger?
Yeah.
Does it just come off easily?
It's like a vine. It's pretty thick, but you can
okay.
like cut into it. You can't like it's not like moss. It's a pretty thick vine
Okay.
or vine-like substance.
All right. I just stab it a bit.
Yeah, it feels fleshy. It feels like stabbing flesh, and which is
Gross.
it is disconcerting. And as you scrape off a piece of it, that piece of it like starts to wither and die, and immediately goes dark.
Ah. It's being fed by something. Just gotta find whatever that is. Let's go.
Hallway stretches to the northwest and south.
Split up
Oh,
and
seems
do this
good.
faster.
Split up.
Door unlocked.
That door appears to be locked.
Oh, my door.
Falafel, as you approach that door, you hear... wait, never mind. That door... no, your door is unlocked.
About my door.
And your door is unlocked. You're all opening doors. This is a great idea.
Let's activate everything.
Yeah.
I want to listen to my.
You hear what sounds like a fluttering sounds and like shuffling sounds.
I open the door.
Okay. You see what looks like a washroom, and you see a ghostly figure appears to be stirring a bucket of clothes, and her back is currently to you. And she's kind of like humming softly to herself.
This place.
What were you saying?
I just said, what's going on with this place?
Oh.
Well, I can't open that door, so come back around.
I'll open my door, I guess.
Okay. You open your door, and it appears to be a guest room in here, just with a bed, though. It appears very empty of anything. There's dust and grime, but you take a quick look around, and it looks just completely empty.
Okay. Nothing over there.
Okay. Can I open up this one?
Yes, you open up this door.
Other door locked.
Yeah, and you see a what looks like a larger guest room. This one, however, is just covered in spider webs, including large hanging eggs, what look like webbed sacks hanging from the ceiling, just floor to ceiling spider webbing everywhere.
Just gonna close this door.
Okay, that's
How about this door?
that's not where I parked my car.
Philker's gonna be walking by and see the woman, and he's gonna say, ma'am, can you tell us where the big fleshy man went?
The ghost turns to face you and gasps as if she's seen a ghost, and she disappears.
I guess not.
Scarlet, as you approach that door, you hear this.
Y'all, there's somebody crying in here. I don't know if she's alive or not, but there's somebody crying.
Hey, sounds like there's 2 people crying.
It's getting a little creepy here, you guys.
Well, that one ghost lady disappeared.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and open the door.
The door opens with ease. The crying immediately stops as soon as you open the door. Where are you? You can't see anything. You see a washroom. Okay, from here you can see a bathtub. And this looks like just a washroom, except for the bathtub is very dirty and is currently, and you see a bloodied towel hanging from the towel rack and a number of blood spots dripping from the tub. In the tub sits a naked body with blood gushing from her wrists, just flowing out of there. Her eyes rolled back into her head. Her skin is pale.
Well, hell, I'm out of healing points, so.
Around her otherwise naked body, you see a very gorgeous, bejeweled necklace.
Filker's gonna say, do you need some help with your arms there, lady?
Yes, she does. Honey, go on up and help her.
That looks pretty bad.
Yep. Go rub some sludge on her or something. Give her some healing.
As you approach the tub, the woman's body suddenly seems to shiver and jolt and react violently, and an apparition appears above it, and she screams and charges at you, and I need everyone to roll for initiative, please.
This one wasn't friendly, or at least disappearing.
The non-disappearing variety.
Don't do that. I'm just gonna apologize. My bad, honey. My bad.
We didn't mean to interrupt your bath.
No, interrupting a woman's bath is punishable by death.
True statement.
Falafel. Once again, you get the jump on the situation.
What's going on?
There's a ghost lady, and she's not happy with us.
That's a pretty good summary.
Falafel yells. You ghosts think you can haunt this house, but we're not afraid of you.
Alright, she does appear taken aback by your verbal assault.
Ghosts don't know what to make of this.
Yeah. The ghost's turn, it will... what does it do? Okay, it will do the Ghostbusters thing, where its face just becomes super terrifying. With a horrifying visage. Each creature within 60 feet of the ghost that can see it must succeed on a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw or be frightened for 1 minute.
Okay, what part of my character is not very smart?
But are you
Have
wise?
we not figured out?
You say wisdom saving throw?
Oh my god.
Wisdom saving throw.
I'm gonna re-roll. I'm gonna re-roll that with my inspiration point.
turn off your advantage first.
Well, so I get advantage on wisdom saving throws against magic. Does this count as magic?
Yeah, we both have
yeah.
gnome.
Yeah, that would count it.
Yeah.
You're right then. Very nice.
Our
Hey.
gnomishness.
I did not know that about gnomes.
You know nothing.
I know nothing. It's good. It's good.
Point of inspiration for that.
No.
I'm gonna take it away from him.
Yeah. Who we still need? Gromosk?
Is it within vision?
If I click on your token, I can see her token.
Okay.
Zinli actually didn't have to make the save. I think you're out of vision. No. Falafel, you're the only one frightened of the horrifying visage. You all rolled really well.
Mm-hmm.
You can repeat the saving throw at the end of your turn, otherwise you have disadvantage, and I believe you cannot move close to her. Look that up. But Scarlet, it is your turn.
Okay.
I like the aging thing on there.
That's crazy.
You just aged.
Shaved years off your life.
So, could you just die if you did 2 bad rolls in a row?
I suppose.
Naturally occurring death.
We'll go ahead and do that first.
Okay. Extra 1d4.
Turn over here. Okay. And she hasn't come any more forward. I thought you said she was like rushing at us.
Yeah, we'll say that she made it to here and did her horrifying message.
Yeah. So let's move up here. And...
So
19?
Yeah, that'll hit.
Let me do my divine
1d4.
favor.
Yeah.
15.
Alright, you swipe through its ethereal nature and it wails in protest. Zinli.
Let's see. I'm going to try my Tasha's Hideous Laughter again because I want that to work.
You want to see a ghost laugh?
Yes.
Alright, ghost.
Sure, it'd be very terrifying.
That would be. Yep.
Alright, you pull together and well, go ahead and tell me how you cast the spell of the ghost.
I start doing like terrible stand-up comedy and like a mic and
what's a ghost's favorite kind of cereal?
Yeah, we've established that's hilarious.
Blueberries.
Blueberries. And she's just like overcome with her hysterical laughter.
Yep.
This is so disturbing.
It's
and
actually
she's,
like
bleeding from the wrists and everything.
Yes, it's actually like a scary laughter. Like it's like a manic.
Terrible.
It's like a manic depressive laughter. It's like ah! Like she's just overcome. Falling prone, becoming incapacitated, and unable to stand for the duration. Wow, that is shut down.
Yeah.
All right, which I believe.
But I think it also ends like whenever everyone hits her with damage.
Each time it takes damage, the target can make another wisdom saving throw.
Oh, that's what I mean.
At the end of its turn. And has advantage on the saving throw if it's triggered by damage. Yeah. Okay, Gromosk.
Someone take that necklace, too.
Yeah, the necklace is actually still on the body.
Oh, well. Well, she's incapacitated. You could just take it right off her.
You can do it, too. You just...
Incapacitate the ghost.
Does it take an action to do that, to steal a necklace?
In this case, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stand in this bathtub.
Yep. Straddle the woman's corpse. Which you realize is now has been long dead. It appears that whatever was causing the ghost, as soon as the ghost popped out, the corpse like decayed.
Oh. Filker really wanted to help her with her wrist.
And then I have advantage on this attack.
Well, she's incapacitated, so.
I think the incapacitated it's like an advantage, and then it's like an auto crit if you hit. I think something crazy
it
like
doesn't.
that.
It only say incapacitated, can't take actions or reactions. The only thing it's
Oh,
paralyzed
okay.
gives you automatic crit,
Oh, okay.
but
Gotcha.
she's prone, which gives you advantage and her
Yeah.
disadvantage. Well, and she's incapacitated anyway. So yeah, you've got double secret advantage.
Alright. Death comes for you again.
Is that
There we
the only
go.
catchphrase you know, Grimace?
Shut up, little man.
You
Death will come for you.
Smash into her back, and she's still doubled over and laughing maniacally, which makes you a little disturbed because she's still laughing at all the pain you're causing.
Please die.
Filker.
Quickly now. So she gets to roll it again. Is that how that works, or is it?
At the end of it's her turn.
Each time it
okay.
takes damage.
Yeah. She
Yeah.
takes damage.
So at the end of her turn, she'll be able to roll the saving throw with advantage.
I'm reading that at the end of each turn and each time it takes damage.
Oh, each time it takes
Yeah.
damage. You're right. Okay, my bad. I need to learn y'all's things. And so she rolls this with advantage. Which she barely makes it.
Barely.
Alright, so she doubles back up after laughing uncontrollably and screams at you, Grimask. Now it's Filker's turn.
It's not a good time for this. All my things are poison, and undead people apparently don't care about poison, or maybe undead do. I don't know.
Undead love poison.
We talked about this the other day.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So instead, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Filker pulls his hat off and starts scratching his head and doing this number. He's like, "Come on, buddies, I need you!" And fleas start pouring out of his head,
Oh,
That's gross.
that's gross.
and
He's
they
getting into the gross druid
Charlotte
thing.
visibly shudders standing that close.
cover the ghost body. Or they attempt to. All right, so she takes 6 damage, and she has to move in a random direction.
If the target that enemy target moves 5 feet in a random direction, roll a d8. Okay.
2 is
northeast. Ah, the one area that's free.
yeah, which I think
Alright.
gives Scarlet and me attacks of opportunity.
That
Heck yeah.
is correct.
I don't think we did much with it, but
Scarlet actually does hit with a 12.
And I don't forget my divine favor is still on.
Okay, roll your d4.
So 15 again.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, she looks like she is just screaming horrifyingly at you guys. Her body's actually turned more blood, and it's just illusionary and ethereal, but it's just flowing out of her in all these different cuts and scrapes. That was Filker's turn. So we go to
It was.
Falafel.
He's still afraid. Which, frightened by disadvantage on everything.
Yes, you have disadvantage.
Waffle visibly shaken and his knees knocking. Says, "You can't scare me. I know you're fake and long dead."
Yeah, she noticeably shudders under your verbal onslaught again and glares at you and then whimpers.
There you go.
Yeah, you make it. Alright, she is very bloodied and looks quite wounded. And she will reach over and attempt to grab at Gromosk.
She does have disadvantage.
Does she?
Yeah.
Mockery?
I just
Oh, the mockery. Yeah, that's right. I'll do it one more time.
Take the first one.
Will a 16 hit?
Yes.
Holy crap, they can do a lot of damage.
Yes, they can.
Yes.
That's 46. That's a lot of damage.
That's insane. Yeah. Yeah, her grip just, her hand just, like vision just goes through your chest and appears to just grab your heart and it just turns cold and you shudder. That's brisk, baby. Scarlet! The ghost itself looks like it is teetering on the brink of re-death.
The final death.
The final death. Alright, your sword cuts through the ghost. Actually, you plunge your sword into its, where you think its heart would be, and it gives off a final wailing scream that echoes throughout the house, and it dissipates into nothingness.
Huzzah! Sorry, ghost lady.
I'll pray to Avandra to assist the ghost on her travels to her next life.
Filker's gonna trot up to Gromosk and say, "You need some more of my moss, buddy?"
Yes. Gromosk is dead inside.
Go to your happy place.
Yeah, there's 9.
Gracias.
Anytime.
Yeah, the only other thing in this room, the woman's body has now been, goes back to its decayed, long dead form, but the necklace still looks really nice.
I'm going to snatch the necklace off her neck. Is she actually wearing it? Well,
Yes.
anyway, I'm going to take the necklace.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. I cut off her head to get to the
She's
necklace.
dead.
I decapitate this one.
It looks like a really nice necklace. It's got 3 like big rubies on it and a pair of hands clasped around it. It looks like it is magical, but you would have to short rest to identify it.
Okay.
But you can add Periapt to your inventory sheet, or just necklace if you like.
Okay, I'll do necklace because I don't know that other word.
I don't either. I know there's a longer name for the. Yeah.
All right. What about this door? Surely they can't all have ghosts in them.
Surely.
Don't call me Shirley.
As you guys leave the bathroom, or
Is
washroom,
this
I
like a
guess.
blood trail down here?
It is. You see a blood trail leading to the door to the south. Zinli, you look over and notice that, or first you hear this sound. And as you hear that music, you look over and you see the doll just sitting up in the bathroom.
Oh, there she is.
Ah, it's a Chucky doll.
That's straight up,
And-
no, that's straight up Annabelle from the Conjuring movie.
I might have done some Google image searching. I need all of you within 30 feet of this doll to roll a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw, please.
Is this magic?
Yes. you get your gnome thing.
You have to be able to see the doll?
Only to be able to hear the music.
Music.
Oh, we are all feeling this shit.
Yeah.
Clifford just smiles wide. Dolly's back!
Yep. I love you, doll. Everybody rolls saving throw.
I haven't. My thing was lagging again.
Oh, okay.
Am I close enough that I need to? I'm
Yes.
not sure where this doll is. Okay.
Yep. It's in the bathroom with you. It's in the bathroom with you.
It's right behind
Oh,
you.
now I see it. Yeah, I couldn't even see the icon before. I had to refresh. Okay. Well, that's terrifying.
Wow, this is an effective ability.
You do get your advantage, though.
Oh, you do, yeah. Thank you.
You're
Okay.
gnomish.
There you go.
Yeah.
Alright, the gnomes shrug off the effect. The rest of you are frightened, and the doll appears to be... let's see, what does frightened do again? Disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of fear is when its sight. Creature can only move closer to the source of its fear. Okay, seeing that a lot of you are frightened over there, the doll suddenly, its eyes light up with that tiny crystal blue eyes, and pulls a tiny but very sharp-looking knife out as it stands
Oh my
up
God.
and does a flying leap at Zinli. As we begin initiative, she will attempt a knife attack.
Dear. I was going to add you to my hat! You betrayed us!
All those adventures.
Thanks.
Oh, I shouldn't have had advantage. It should be an 8. Not a 15.
Okay. And the doll, for its surprise round, attacks Zinli. 16 hit?
Yes, it will.
Okay, for 8 as it slashes at you.
Ah.
Now, everybody with the gnomes are frightened. I believe you can repeat the saving throw.
Alright, roll that with advantage.
Creature become frightened. Will succeed on another DC wisdom saving throw with the champion at the end of the turn. Okay, but if you don't do it the second time, you become paralyzed.
Damn!
Yep. It's frightening. We begin with Gramask.
Mosque frightened.
Doll is scary.
Yep, you cannot move closer to the doll while you are frightened. You can do other
15.
actions, otherwise if you want to end it, you can attempt your second saving throw.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, you said I can attack it?
You can, but you can't move closer to it. And you would have disadvantage.
Let's try it out. Let's do a hand axe.
Hand axe! An axe goes...
Oh, man.
A 1 and a 20.
1 to 20.
Feast or famine. That axe sails over and embeds itself into a rotting cabinet. Crunch.
Okay. And I rolled a 14.
14, so you are paralyzed.
Hooray!
Oh, no.
You do get to keep attempting the saving throw again, but you are paralyzed for now. The evil doll will attempt both a knife and slash attack on Zinli as it starts cackling like a little girl.
It's got claws?
It's just its other hand is like this fucked up looking claw hand.
Oh, okay.
Oh my
Jesus.
gosh.
Jesus!
So, okay. Well, so I'm just dead.
Oh, no.
Down for the count.
I don't know if I can do anything else. I mean, I can't really, like...
No reaction stuff. I don't know if there's...
I mean, not that's gonna keep me from getting hit, for sure. So, yeah, I mean,
Zinli needs aid.
that's
Yep.
What is your AC?
13.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is leather armor 13?
I think it's 11 plus dex,
Okay.
if I had to guess.
Yeah.
Filker, you are not frightened.
Ooh. So any amount of healing will just bring them back, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Filker's gonna see the doll butcherings, just fucking butcherings in like in the same bathtub that the woman's already in.
Yep. Maybe the
Um,
doll butchered the woman.
Maybe. And he's gonna rush in and be grabbing some moss off his thing. He's like, "No, Dolly, don't kill her.
Dolly just turns and looks at you.
She's my friend." I'm gonna heal her for 10 hit points.
Nice.
Thank you.
That is all my level 1 spells. I don't have anything else I can do, I don't think. So, yeah. Actually, I'm going to move right here.
Okay.
So that maybe Zinli wants to attack.
Zinli, it is your turn. You come back from your brusque with death.
Okay, I'm gonna, like, move.
I didn't roll initiative.
You don't get to go.
And
Are you going to disengage? Because it would get a free hit on you.
yeah, I totally said that, right? Yeah,
Okay.
totally.
I missed
I'm
that, sorry.
disengaged. No, I
Okay.
didn't say that. I'm just disengaged, which is my bonus action, and then move.
Okay.
And then we'll throw my dagger at her.
I think disengage is an action, right?
It's
I
a
think
bonus.
Rogues
It's a
continue
bonus
to the bonus.
action.
Oh, for rogues, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Remember, Kethra?
Right.
15 will hit, and that dagger cuts into the doll. And it kind of turns towards you and smiles.
Yeah.
Scarlet, you are frightened of the doll.
Okay. I can't see the doll right now, so
I don't have the music playing right now, but the music is still playing.
that's the doll, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, question: has it been less than a minute since our last encounter?
What was the last encounter?
The
The
ghost.
ghost.
Oh, yeah, definitely in less than a minute. This happened.
Sweet.
just
So my
right
divine
after.
favor's still on.
Absolutely.
Heck yeah! Take that, ghosty.
Good lord. What is that, a bow?
Uh huh.
Wow.
You sail that arrow into that doll
For 11 damage.
11 damage. Yeah. Alright, it turns and looks at you sweetly.
Then I get to save, right? At the end of my turn.
Yeah. Oh, you're supposed to have disadvantage on that attack. Right? 'Cause
What?
You're frightened. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Let me roll it again.
Yes.
Well, only I was frightened.
No, everybody but the gnomes were frightened.
Ah.
Alright, that will definitely not hit. And you need to make the saving throw again to see if you're either going to save it or be paralyzed.
What was the saving throw again?
Wisdom, you need to get a 15 or higher.
Nope.
Alright, you become paralyzed with fear from the lullaby. Falafel, let's go ahead and do you since we skipped you before.
So I'm frightened. Just disadvantage.
Yep.
No, I'm just gonna do the same thing over and over.
That's all he knows how to. I don't think Falafel has weapons. He just has his voice.
Yeah.
Would you say that the doll is a humanoid?
Does it look like a humanoid?
Looks like a human doll.
No, it does not look like a humanoid.
You don't look like a human.
That's you viciously mock it. That's the insult. He's so goddamn effective with that.
I can reroll my.
Yes, reroll that, please. You are also paralyzed. Wow.
Bitch.
Jesus.
All right, Zinli.
Oh, you don't. Oh, okay. So I think I didn't use my sneak attack like I was supposed to the last time I hit her. So I'll attack with my rapier, and
if you go back to the bathtub, you'll have advantage.
okay. Well, like even this, it's you don't. So for the sneak attack, yeah, I can do that too. But it says you don't need advantage on the attack roll if another enemy of the target is within 5 feet. But might as well do that, right?
That way I will.
Right.
Then you'll have advantage on the attack.
So that.
19 will hit.
But then also the extra damage, which we said was a 2d6.
Yep.
Nice.
And damage. Very solid. Gromask, you are paralyzed, but you may attempt the saving throw again. You are still paralyzed. Our evil doll friend will lash out at both Filker and Zinli in a whirlwind attack. Do the knife on Filker. And
Ineffective.
we'll whip out with a claw at Zinli. And seeing you both still standing and surrounded by the gnomes seem oddly impervious to its lullaby, as a bonus action it will actually appear to slip into the shadows nearby, and it is gone.
Oh, damn.
You gnomes...
Escape my wrath, doll!
Yeah, you guys look around and see no trace of the doll at all. And outside, everybody's standing stock still, and then eventually their paralyzation wears off on their own. Mainly as the lullaby finally stops.
So you guys were no help?
Yeah. I, on the other hand, am like struggling for breath, and
before we go into this room with the blood trail, I would advise we take a short rest somewhere. I think we're low on spell slots and low on health and low on everything.
Yep.
Should we go back in this bathroom that was just infested by a doll?
Seems like a safe place.
What could go wrong? Everybody in the bathroom. I'll shut the door.
You guys can get in there, shut the door.
I'll wedge my shield like up underneath it so that way the door doesn't open.
Yeah. You hear, as you guys take a little short rest break, you hear, like sounds of people running up and down the door. At one point you hear like a clawing sound at the door. I mean, it's very terrifying. Like, nothing seems to get in, but you hear all kinds of noises outside during your rest. you are at all a heightened state of awareness. Otherwise, you can recharge, use your hit dice, and all that good stuff.
Get some spell slots back.
Hit dice.
Before you do your short rest, Rochelle, your necklace, because this will come in handy. Oops, it's me. Well, let's do all players. Is this. And it does require attunement, but while you wear it, you stabilize whenever you are dying at the start of your turn automatically. And in addition, whenever you roll a hit die to regain hit points, you can double the number of hit points it restores.
Excellent. Let's wear that then.
I certainly feel like you could use that.
Yeah, that seems pretty apt right now.
Was there anything inside my bag of holding?
There was the body parts that you guys fished out of there for the flesh golem.
Disgusting body parts.
Yep.
All right. I guess I should roll one of my hit die. Do it.
So is there, I guess, anything else I can find out about this necklace, or is that everything I need to know? Is there any...
It looks like it's a nice, expensive necklace, but yeah, the magic just occurs in terms of healing you. Also, in this cabinet, you guys find a bottle while you guys are resting. Somebody can take this, an oil of slipperiness. Which basically can either
catch me,
grease me up. Literally can be applied either to the ground to make the grease spell, or I believe applied to a person to give them the effect of freedom of movement.
What does freedom of movement do?
It's a spell. I'd have to look it up. I think it means they ignore like terrain.
Yeah, unaffected by terrain, spells, other magical damage, can neither reduce target speed nor cause the target to be paralyzed or restrained. Oh, that actually seems alright.
Yep. Become so greasy.
I'll immediately cover myself in that if no one else wants it.
And there was an item I totally
Use it up, huh?
made and I forgot to give you guys, but one of you three that explored the wizard's bedroom can, you guys found a little figurine of a goat. I wanted to add some extra treasures to this adventure, try to balance things out. And it is a bronze goat that essentially you can throw it out and it becomes a giant goat ally for 1 hour.
Nice.
Which follows your commands. It can be used basically once per long rest.
Oh, shit. It's reusable.
It is reusable, yeah. Reverts back to a figurine. I just totally, for some reason, I was glancing at my magic items like, oh shit, I forgot. And then there's the
goat.
bag of holding, which I don't have the picture for. I mean, I guess technically anybody could have the goat, but it was found in the wizard's bedroom. All our things divided up.
I'll take a goat.
The goat.
I immediately poured the slippery oil out myself while we were resting.
Greased up. Okay, yeah, you guys still have the door to the east here and the door to the south, which has numerous blood along the ground leading into the door.
That sure looks like the important door.
Yep, you guys hear pawing, scratching, and like slathering sounds of like a ravenous beast. It's like and the door to
I'm
the
gonna
south.
go ahead and activate my poison dagger and put the poison on it.
Okay.
That's not the actual attack roll, but
Okay.
I
Just
go
coat
ahead
it.
and coat the blade in the poison. All right.
I'm
Ready to open the
gonna
door.
try the door.
Okay. You open the door and immediately see a trio of ghoul figures who are ravenously aware of your position as you were of theirs, since you heard them. And let's roll some initiative.
Ghouls rolled terrible initiative. Wait, there's 2 different types of ghouls. There's a ghast.
is a ghast. Slightly larger ghoul.
Yeah.
Filker is first this time. Wow, Fluffle's almost last. It's weird. Creatures do appear to be very hungry. This room looks like a servant's quarters, with a number of like beds, smashed, like lock boxes. There are some doors in here, but the whole place is dirty, grimy, smells of just death and blood.
I'm gonna go ahead and step into the room about here. I'm gonna pull another mushroom off and try to blast them all with some fairy fire.
Seem pretty effective against the gargoyles. Alright, we'll do the ghast first, who is highlighted by the fairy fire. And then the ghouls. The one on the right shrugs it off. And the one on the left shrugs it off.
Yep.
Ironically, the one with the best roll.
Alright. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Man, Vilker's charging in there.
That's right.
Alright,
Bring it.
Scarlet, your gnome druid just ran the hell in there.
Bless his little heart.
So the ghast is highlighted, which means you guys have advantage on him.
Okay. 10. So. This seems like a good idea.
Searing Smite. The next time you hit a creature with a melee weapon attack, your weapon flares. A point on touching deals an extra 1d6 fire damage, and you ignite them. Okay. Ooh, there's a crit.
Rolling with advantage. It's because I get advantage. That's right. We're flanking him.
And he's fairy fired.
Mm-hmm.
So he takes 10 damage plus the 1d6 fire. Are you gonna... Okay. Fire damage. And he is ignited in flames. However, that was also massive damage.
Oh, nice.
We'll do that for being on fire. So he gets to... Which I don't... Chris, I don't know if you can look those rules up for me real quick. I do not have any of the information.
Yeah, I can probably.
Or if you remember what they are. I did not transpose my rules on here. DC 15 con save, I think. Guest. She fails, so he needs to roll a d10.
And he's dead.
2, I think, is dead.
Yeah, 1 and 2 is definitely dead.
All right, Scarlet, you hold your sword up, and it is bathed in fiery light, Game of Thrones style, and you slash at the creature, who just roars back and squeals hideously as its skin erupts into flames and actually crumples to the floor and writhes.
Wait, so I've only used 10 of my movement, so 15, 20, 25, 30.
Nice. All right, Zinli. And one short rest. You guys are on the warpath.
We're back.
I dare you to kill ourselves.
Yeah. We had to regather ourselves after being attacked by a doll, but we're back now.
Shoot with my short bow.
Don't think you have advantage, or is there something else?
Oh, I don't. No, I don't think I do. I just still had it on.
The Ghast was the one that was fairy fired, and he's dead. Even better. Which one were you shooting?
This guy right here. This is the only one I can see, I think, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, you sink that into his shoulder. Grimosk. What does the Grimosk say? He's muted, I think. Or quiet.
I'm just quiet.
Okay.
Grimosk thinking.
I want to hear your glorious war cry.
Death.
Does something.
He gets more sullen as the night goes on.
Yeah. So are these guys easy to put down, or?
That one just...
Scarlet just murdered one in one hit, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Good to hear. We have advantage.
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Alright, and I'll...
Usually you guys end up with advantage somehow. But...
Somehow. I'll maul the guy to my left.
Okay.
There you
That'll
go. Didn't need
certainly hit, yeah. 13 is going to be massive damage again. Finally fighting some smaller things. Which is... I'm saving throw the same as it's gone. 1d10, what's it gonna be? 7, is that stunned?
That is... Can't take reaction as disadvantage on all attacks until the end of its next turn.
Okay. I'll make that symbol. Disadvantage on attacks. Alright, the Ghast is dead, so we got a falafel.
Five, 10.
The left one is heavily wounded. The one on the right has not been hit, I don't think.
Rapier attack. I'm something different.
Tired of mocking these ghosts. Nice.
Nice work. You actually managed to skewer that ghoul from behind, stabbing it in a vital place, and it goes down in a squeal. The final ghoul, only ghoul left, will attempt to claw at Filker. Ineffectually.
Yep.
Go back to Filker.
Alright. I lit my dagger up. Let's see what it can do.
16 will hit. The creature does not appear to give two shits about poison, seeing as how it eats corpses.
I thought it was going to be some sort of beast in here. Yeah,
you know, I feel bad. Like, oh wait, this is a house of undead, and he's got that cool poison dagger. Oh well.
And he's poison themed.
And he's poison themed. That's
yep. Spells are poison.
That's unfortunate. Scarlet. You guys do have advantage on this guy. You know, you didn't need to hit him though. His AC's not very good. Although you're gonna need to roll better than that.
That's all I got.
Zinli.
I'm just gonna dash and attack with my rapier, and we have advantage. Well, and
You go one more
Nice.
down, you'll have advantage.
Yeah, you gotta do the across.
I thought you were saying we had advantage on him already.
Good.
Okay. And
Nice.
2 will certainly hit, yeah. Oh boy, that sneak damage. It's solid. Alright, that ghoul takes a pounding. It looks severely wounded. Grimosk.
Here's your catchphrase for you. Maul time.
That's good. You smash that ghoul's face in. Crunch.
I like it. We'll keep workshopping it, but
Yeah.
sounds good. So
We're gonna
far.
focus test it a little bit. Alright, you guys slaughter those ghouls. Everything in this room looks like it has been completely destroyed and overrun, despite the pristine chests that I used as art.
Some sort of servants' quarters.
Yep.
All right. Well, there's 2 doors.
Yep.
Let's open them both simultaneously.
Both doors! Door number 1 looks like a now empty
Whip 'em
room.
open.
Just full of empty shelves, some spider webs. This kind of looks like a storage room or closet.
Just immediately close it again. I don't like spiders. I do like spiders.
Right when you close it, you think you might see the doll again on a shelf.
Oh shit! I definitely close it. Or do we want to try to kill the doll now?
Oh.
Okay.
Questions.
You open this door and you see what looks like a old washroom. Most of the things are overturned. The little bit of water in here looks fetid and disgusting. There's a pile of bones and some blood that looks not terribly old, which leads you to believe that you may have found the bodies of the, or at least maybe portions of the previous adventuring party.
Oh.
I'd like to use my shoe to kick over the pile of bones.
Alright. It clatters. There appears to be nothing of interest in there. Everything has been literally picked clean.
Ew.
All right. We got 2 doors left, I think.
In one of the chests, destroyed chests, you do find a what looks like a small key.
Ooh,
Oh.
I bet that opens the other door.
Yeah. Let's go try it.
Yeah. All the way to the north.
Or was this door locked? 2?
That one was not locked, no.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna peek in here.
Okay. You open it up, and it looks like a kitchen.
Oh, okay.
With
Alright.
Annabelle doll sitting in the stand mixer. Alright. Does key open this door?
It does. You fit the door in, and the key turns the lock. And it opens up into... And you see more of the green glowing veins everywhere. Let's see, where are you guys? As you enter the room, you notice something seems very unnatural, though not unexpected in a place such as this. It is a skeleton busy at work behind a writing desk, frantically writing notes in a translucent, ethereal ledger book. It looks up at you with empty eye sockets. Its jaw starts to move to a hauntingly high-pitched voice says, "Ah, you are here. He has been waiting for you. You may proceed, Advisor Gertrude." From behind, you feel something evil and dark trespass through your bodies as the aspect of a dangerously beautiful woman with dark and deadly eyes walks straight through you, a smirk on her ghostly smile. She walks straight through the closed door to the east and disappears while the skeleton clerk goes back to his duties.
Is there anything on this desk that is not ghostly?
It's hard to tell, but it looks like everything that is on it that the skeleton is interacting with seems to be of an ethereal nature.
Okay.
And otherwise, the skeleton seems to be completely ignoring you. It is just like busy writing notes.
I'm just going to do one of these numbers on the desk and just knock everything off of it and see if he notices me then.
Okay, when you reach over, your hand passes through everything. And as it does that, the skeleton, all the things kind of disappear, and the skeleton actually crumbles just to dust and ash in the chair. And everything kind of dissipates. The entire, everything that was on the desk just wisps away.
Aw.
Killed him. Happy now?
That's right. Yep.
He's been there so long.
Just dutifully running away. All right.
Wow, that was creepy.
Yep.
Yep.
Next door.
Okay.
Open that door.
This door opens right up. As you look around the room, it appears empty at first. You just see a door to the south and then a row of benches, which, by the way, you can clearly see the veins leading to this room to the south. Closed doors. Within the blink of an eye, a small, pretty girl, no more than 5 or 6, is sitting on the long bench that stretches the northern wall. She seems to be waiting patiently. The dark and deadly-looking woman appears in the room, smiles at the child, and offers her a children's doll. The girl smiles with joy as the woman evaporates. The girl's smile turns to pain and anguish as blood-soaked stab wounds begin to appear on her silky white dress. She falls limp and tumbles to the floor before disappearing. You notice that the doll is left lying on the bench, a knife in its hand.
Good savior.
I think we need to kill that doll. So the doll we see is the ghost of the doll, though. It's not the real doll.
When the vision dissipates, you see the doll sitting... I'm trying to find the doll token, sorry.
Oh, okay.
You do see the doll sitting on the bench.
All right, I'm immediately going to try to throw an acid arrow at this doll.
Okay. You guys can get a surprise round off. Go ahead and roll for initiative also. And you guys... well, yeah, we'll do initiative, and you guys can do your surprise round from there.
Yes.
The evil doll has such a high initiative.
Yeah, it does. Alright, surprise round, Zinli first.
That doll stabbed you to death once.
Yep.
She has some PTSD from it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
An arrow sails over the head of the doll. Falafel.
This doll creeps me out.
11 is also going to miss. As you are finding it difficult to hit a very, very tiny opponent. Is that the first time he's used his weapon?
No, I used it once.
He used it once on the ghouls.
Okay.
There we go.
I must have missed that. Gromosk, can you hit the doll?
I mean, really, a doll that's not moving. What?
Yeah.
Sure can.
Terrible damage.
Yeah, it is. Filker. Acid arrow that thing.
Yep, I was gonna attempt to throw an acid arrow at it.
16 will hit. 10 acid damage. That seems to burn off some of the dolls.
And then she'll take 2d4 acid damage at the end of its next turn as well.
Wow.
And he's gonna move up here. Or I don't know. Is that enough room to actually stand?
That's
There's a
the wall,
there.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Scarlet.
Okay. I'll move Midgen closer. Actually. Sorry, I'm just checking one thing real quick. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Okay. We'll go here. Then we'll do bonus action, Divine Favor. Then we'll start swinging.
Nice.
That'll do it.
10 plus 1d4.
Oh,
Nice.
14.
14. Alright, that doll has taken a severe beating now. And it will enact its revenge.
Revenge mode.
Does not appear to be able to
The doll grows in size.
Yeah. Terrifying. It will knife attack at Scarlet. And then reach out with a claw, let's see, at Filker.
Tail of the knife.
What's your AC like, Filker?
Oh, it's 15 or 16.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm right.
18 hit the Paladin?
It tied, yeah.
Oh, wow. Alright, Zinli. The doll does look severely wounded, though, from your assault. It's still grimacing.
I will attack again with my rapier.
We're all just surrounding this
Yeah.
doll, just beating it to death.
6 plus 8 is 14. Nice. Yeah, that's that. You cut into that doll's hand, and the doll actually looks like it has a patchwork of repairs already on it, just from the little bit of damage you guys did to it earlier. But it has taken a severe beating here. Falafel.
Crazy.
Oh wait, on its turn it was supposed to take acid damage, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, it was.
How
2d4.
much? 2d4?
Yep. Yeah, 2d4.
Okay.
3 more acid damage.
Is that a one-time or ongoing?
Nope, just one time.
Okay.
Falafel has a crazy look in his eyes. If he raises his rapier, like, ah. Oh, bitch.
13 will not hit, however.
Doll is dodging your rapier.
Yep. Even with advantage. Gromosk.
Death Maul.
With advantage.
What's the fucking doll doing?
How many critical
Yeah.
fails has he rolled? Holy crap.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Alright, Gromosk, how do you want to destroy this doll?
Just keep smashing in until she starts like becoming a part of the wood underneath her.
I like that. You can have a point of inspiration for continuously smashing this doll into smithereens. Whenever you guys look back next, you see that the parts of the doll have disappeared.
Great.
But the ball appears gone. Alright, all that's left is the room to the south.
And away we go.
Kick this door open.
Kick that door open. You are actually going to need a... Well, okay, you kick the door open. I need everyone here to roll a strength saving throw.
Okay.
As you
Strength
kick it
saving.
open, you feel a literal force pulling you into the room.
Oh.
Yeah, great.
We're all going in.
Grimosk, you see everybody going in. I will let you choose whether you want to stand firm or follow them in.
Can I like try to whip out my hands and try to stop them from being pulled in?
At most, you might be able to grab one person.
Might be able to grab a small gnome.
Or a half elf with long, slender arms.
Tell me more about these long, slender arms.
I will.
Choose one of us.
I will go in there with them. I guess in a more controlled fashion than they are.
Exactly. Of your own free will.
All right, the door slams behind you. And, let's see, great blast of wind sails around you, sending dust, paper, and curtains flying around the room. You see piles of rotting corpses litter the creaking wooden floor. Then you see him on the ceiling, a shell of a man, shriveled, tortured, and used, his body and arms semi-molded into the blackened muck that replicates a ceiling. Slimy black veins creep through his flesh, pinning him to that ceiling, as the ends of the vines expand into drooling suckers that feed from his life force. A glow of green hue emanates from his chest, where a green emerald spews out evil energies into the mansion, distributing the feed to all areas of the living building. The most potent looking of these green energies falls directly into a lifeless body you can see slumped with its head flung back over a wooden chair. Over here. So all the veins lead to the ceiling, and then you see more veins leading over to this figure, this body that is slumped over. And
The thing in the ceiling, is it another body?
It is a body, yeah. And those of you who witnessed the ghostly scenes, Falafel and Scarlet, you think you may actually recognize that as the man from those scenes, the General Mormontharthus.
Scarlet's literally just going to start yelling up, "Didn't we see you earlier? I mean, weren't you downstairs?"
The man appears incapable of speech.
Get on down from up there. Come on down.
Does the man in the chair look like anyone we might know?
You can't quite. It looks almost like a zombie figure. You can't quite discern anything from them.
Okay. Phil was gonna pull out his dagger. I think we should cut these vines. They're what's doing it. They're what's making the house bad. And he's actually gonna try to walk between the zombified man here and the general.
All right.
And just start sawing at the vines.
As soon as you begin to do that, the body, its head snaps forward into position, and suddenly it begins to grow. Like the vines actually throb, and more energy pulses from the man at the top, who looks like basically a corpse already, and patchy flesh begins to grow on the figure until you see what looks like a dark, perverse version of the Gertrude woman that you have seen multiple visions of. The creature grins wide and evil, then cackles a haunting laugh as her skin turns blue and her eyes turn red. And there she is.
You blow her up?
Special music. Yes, thank you. How do I do that? Shift Z, I think. Does that work?
Yeah.
All right. I don't have a handout. That's the best I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of demon lady.
Yeah. All right, everyone, roll for initiative, please.
Gertrude. That doesn't sound very threatening.
Grimosk.
Uh,
Or Filker, I guess. You guys could decide.
yeah. No, I mean, Rochelle rolled a 16.
Oh. Why is that not on the track?
Yeah, I don't know if it showed. I had to refresh my screen again. I can see it, but it's not on the little turn order thing. Yeah,
Okay.
I rolled a 16.
Okay, go ahead and go. I'll fix it.
So this is the lady over here.
Indeed.
Okay. Oh boy. What can I do? Yeah. I'm just going to hang out sort of back here because I, still don't have full health, and I'm going to cast True Strike, which just gives me advantage basically on my next attack, but I'm going to hang out back here.
Okay. Filker.
Filker's gonna approach her. Say, well, actually, you know what? He's actually gonna use his other level 2 spell. He's gonna pull another green mushroom and attempt to throw an acid arrow at her. Ineffectually, probably.
Mm-hmm.
So instead, he's just gonna run up. She's not in a square.
Oh, my bad. Let's put her there. Well, let's put her there.
He's gonna run over here. Let's go, lady! Put him up!
She hisses at
That's
you.
it.
I have killed so many who will be added to the army. Grimosk.
Grimosk is getting pretty angry about this.
Rage! That's right, you're a barbarian.
Rage. Remember that? And he'll also go into a frenzy.
Oh boy.
Oh, boy.
You are causing the bad things in this house.
Hit the nitrous.
Yep. He's gonna run at her.
Smashing into the desk. Alright, so what all does this do?
Actually, I guess he's not going to a frenzy this turn, because you only get one bonus action, right?
Yes. Oh, does Frenzy count as a bonus action? Oh,
Rage-
Rage counts as a bonus action, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So next turn you'll have 2 attacks. So
Yeah. So he'll just do 1 attack.
So you get +2 damage and advantage.
Uh-huh. 10 damage.
yeah.
Yeah, that'll do.
Good thing I had advantage. That was another critical fail.
Wow. that is astonishing. So many advantages have prevented your critical fails. Falafel.
Yeah.
Falafel pulls out his lute and starts singing. Grimosk is the coolest. No, Grimosk is the strongest guy I ever did meet. His death maul may miss, but when it hits, it's pretty neat.
Just run. Meat with meat. Or meat.
Give him some credit.
That's pretty good.
Yep.
I give you a bardic die. Anytime in the next 10 minutes, you can roll it and add that number to your ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Nice.
Nice.
6.
The Night Hag is
Is that an action?
Oh,
it's a
sorry.
bonus action.
No, bonus action. You're right. You get an action.
Is this a humanoid?
It is not actually. It's a fiend.
He says to Gertrude, "Sorry, you don't get a song." Suck too much.
Wisdom saving throw. Man, I cannot pass your saving throws. Where the crap?
Yeah, that mockery is just gonna destroy this house.
Yep, it's being mocked so much. And she's got disadvantage on her next attack roll. Yeah. Alright, so now Gertrude will hiss at you all and be like, I still have some power left, draining from the good general. And she will call up, Arise! Protect the mother! And several of the bodies begin to stir. And alright, wait, I meant to use zombies here, but I still have the ghoul tokens.
No. These are zombies?
These are zombies. Why can I not? Oh, it's zombie. Yeah, it's zombie. That makes sense. So yeah, these are zombies. I forgot to make a zombie token. Which I will roll initiative for them, but regardless, they won't be going until next turn.
What a way. She didn't even try to.
They got a 0.
They got a 0, yep. I don't know if I've seen that ever. Scarlet. Yeah, that was her turn.
Okay. Oops, 15, 20.
This guy's actually a horse. Uh-oh. We've gone past the headphones time. Yeah, we're staying up very late. I appreciate you guys sticking with this. This is obviously the climactic battle. These one-shots always last too long. More divine favor. You got a lot of those. 13 is not going to hit, though. Type no hit. Says the ghoul.
We actually can absolutely hear ourselves on your computer, though.
Yeah, I'm getting an echo. We go to the zombies.
I don't know if there's.
I'd plug my headphones in, but they're gonna make a horrible screeching sound.
Oh no. Lurching forward on people. We'll do zombie 1 on Zinli. Jeez. That's a hell of a zombie.
2 damage.
Zombie 2 on Falafel.
Damn.
Don't worry.
And zombie
Okay.
3 on Grimosk. I don't know what your rage does, but...
I think you have resistance to that, right?
Resistance, yeah, you take half damage. Take 1.
Oh yeah. So 1.
Yep. Back up to Zinli.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, I might need to just come over here. And attack with my Rapier.
Will a 14 do it?
14 is not.
Damn.
Ugh.
Then I guess the number is 15. I would guess.
Filker.
Filker. Going to say we need some more firepower in here. More tooth and nails. And he's going to. That's just wild shape. He's going to turn into a giant badger.
All right. Wait a second to get that token. How giant is that badger?
I don't think a giant badger is that big.
Just normal size.
I think it's normal size. Yep. All right. That's it. That was an action.
Okay. Grimmask.
Now he'll go into a frenzy.
Frenzy.
I'll use my die.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay, that's 12 damage.
Nice.
Second one for bonus action, be 11 damage.
Wow. How much is that altogether?
23.
Slammer, but good.
Yeah. You knocked a big chunk out of her. She reels backwards. It's not quite massive damage, but she took a severe beating there. She hisses at you angrily. No! No! I've killed so many not to end here. Falafel.
Hopefully this lasts a while, but I too have very
Everyone's got fairy fire. Night Hag. Once again, I cannot.
Nice.
Zombie 1. Everybody's getting the fairy fire. That's become a really neato spell. That one makes a save. That one does not. Alright, everybody lights up like friggin' Christmas in here.
Oh.
That is an action.
It's
The Night
zombie.
Hag
Great.
will throw out a magic missile. 3 missiles, which will target Scarlet, Grimmask, and the Badger. So we'll do Scarlet first for 3 damage, Grimmask for 3 damage, and the Badger for 5 damage.
5 damage? Okay.
Yeah. She hurls insults at all of you. Ow! Kill them all! The General's life force sustains me! Scarlet.
Okay. So we get advantage now, right?
Yeah, she's lit up.
Nice.
And then 4.
Very nice.
And then that's also concentration. Can I do this on top of it? Because I have one more first level spell slot left.
What is this?
Divine Smite?
Heck yeah.
Yeah. You can indeed.
Okay. And then its extra damage is 2d8 for a first level spell slot. And then the damage increases by 1d8 if the target is undead or a fiend.
Yeah.
Wow. Yep. That's fills
So do you
all
want me
the.
to just cast that at a second level then? So that way it just takes into consideration the extra 1d8?
Do you have a second level spell slot?
Oh, no, I don't. So I'll just have to roll the extra 1d8. But it lets me go up to a 5th level spell slot on
Yeah.
this, so.
Oh, yeah. That's what my Warlock Paladin does in our main game. All about the Divine Smites. Wow.
Nice.
You rolled really high damage on all those numbers.
Yeah, you did.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Alright, how would you like to destroy the Night Hag?
Nice.
You guys did a bunch of damage that round.
Scarlet will be voicing her prayers to Avandra for assistance in leading the path to righteousness, and then all of a sudden flames are just gonna engulf the thing.
Nice. Yeah, she gives off a wailing scream. No! And she kind of grabs at the vines as if like a literal last straw that she's grabbing at. And you guys kind of instinctively reach over and start hacking at the vines to sever the connection. And when you do that and the amount of damage she's taken, she finally screams and just withers and just falls apart, just sinks to the ground. Immediately after that, the vines themselves start shriveling everywhere in the house, and the including the corpse on the ceiling just falls to the ground. And despite this man looking ancient and corpse-like, he actually stands up and kind of dusts himself off and opens his mouth and just kind of a whispery, almost ethereal sound and says, "Thank you." And then he, literally, you can just see his spirit like leave his body as the corpse just falls to the ground. The only thing left is this brilliantly glowing green emerald that was embedded in the corpse, and it now falls out of the body, and it is just glowing with power and necromantic energy. And all the zombies fall when the Gertrude falls as well. And immediately, you guys, as soon as with the vines withering, dying, the house itself begins to rumble, and beams start falling down, and cracks start appearing, and you guys all rush around. One of you remembers to snatch up the emerald from the ground, and you can follow your path back and get the hell out of this house while it just comes collapsing down around you.
Run!
What was that, Amity Hill Horror that does that exact thing?
Well, Poltergeist does something similar.
Oh, you're right, yeah, Poltergeist, yeah. Like, implodes on itself.
Yep.
And you guys make it outside, and you are standing at the edge of the Neverwinter Wood when you see that house literally just collapse in on itself, and pretty much nothing remains except for that emerald ruby in your hand glowing with power and light. And that will bring an end to our adventure. Thank you guys so much for staying up way past our usual time. I was delighted that we got to get a really fun one-off. Yay, that was awesome. One-shot Halloween special. Yes, and you guys will return to town. And maybe next time we'll do a one-shot. We can use these same guys, maybe level them up. And you've got some cool loot now. Plenty of nifty stuff, which is nice. Thank you to Chris, Raymond, Heather, Rochelle, and Reese. I am Eric. We are normally doing our weekly D&D Adventures of Storm King's Thunder every Friday evening at around the same start time, and we'll be back on that this Friday, I believe.
Yep.
Thank you guys, and we'll see you then.
Bye.
Spooky! And happy Halloween to everyone!
Hope you got your Halloween cards out already.
Yep.
It's too late.